place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we staying in our cell. We get fed in our cells. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, tam, 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 tam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up, speak up, speak up to you both. Thank you so, so, so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left. left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Yo, they just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at The Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants to smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Monday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Thank you for joining me this March 17th, 2025. We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Hey, look, before we get into the show today, you know what time it is. You know it's time for the Monday prayer. Let's get the miracle Minister Kevin on the lines. How you doing, Minister Kevin?
Hey, my brother, I'm blessed and highly favored. How you doing, sir?
I'm feeling powerful.
And DJ Brother Z, good to hear you back on, man. Good to hear you.
Hey, appreciate you, Mr. Kevin.
Now, I done seen you on the news, Minister Kevin. I seen you, you back out here refereeing now.
Well, they had on the news last night. I was watching Channel 12 News, and it said the person of the week. And then they showed me. I was like, I had to wake the wife up. Look.
What? You didn't know you was the person of the week?
Yeah. No, I see that on there as it was going on live.
Hey.
Like, I had no idea about that.
Let me tell you something. Sometimes you don't have a clue when you're doing the work. You just working.
Just working. They looking for the accolades and all that. Just out working. That's it.
Hey.
The only time you're looking to get paid if you got a job. If it's a job, then you look to get paid. But it's not a job. It's a hobby, and it's a heartfelt commitment. So that kind of thing, you don't look to get paid. You just doing it.
You're not looking to get paid, but you're looking to make change.
I'm just speaking to the choir,
right?
Because you know.
Facts. Hey, look, but I'll tell you this: I'm proud of you. I'm definitely proud of you, Minister Kevin. Hey, you deserve it because I didn't see with my own eyes. You do work for families, and after your incident, you coming back to the community, dealing with your condition and still healing and still out here making a difference, trying to help these young people. I think it's powerful.
It is. It is because it's the work that you can't fail at. You know, like I say, you got to keep going. If we miss one, then that could be a tragic situation for somebody. So we try not to miss anybody in any way. So it's good. The basketball thing is good. You know, gives them something, another outlet other than being out there stealing cars, robbing people, doing whatever it is that, you know, you do to occupy your time because, you know, you have that idle time. You know, the idle mind, they say it's idle mind is the devil workshop.
That's what they say.
So we don't want them to be idle. Yeah, we want them to be able to have an outlet. You know, Milwaukee don't always supply outlets for a lot of things. But, you know, you go outside the city of Milwaukee, there's things out there, but are you welcome out there? You know, you're not welcome when you go to South Ridge. You're not welcome when you go to Wauwatosa. You're not welcome when you go to Glendale.
You don't feel the welcome in other counties.
No.
And surrounding areas.
No. Yes, they want you to go back to Milwaukee. That's what they is. You know, I see like they had this out at South Ridge last year. And the people of South Ridge saying that they want to start checking IDs. If you make them check IDs, if you're not from this area, you can't come to the fair. You know, they got to kick you out.
Oh, wow.
Because they want the separation.
Well, it was a hotel rule. One of the workers, the clerks at one of the hotels a couple years ago, said if they check your ID and seen that you was from Milwaukee, and 53206 is somewhere in the zip code, that they would try to deter you from getting a room.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about that. You know, we see that a few years ago out in Waukesha at the skate rink. You remember that? They from Milwaukee.
Right.
They're like, no, they don't want you up in there. went out in a walking short. Yeah.
Here we go.
So we see that everywhere. Now that just was on the news. That's a lot more that's not on the news.
Right.
That's doing the same thing.
Well, I'll say this, Minister Kevin. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm proud that you are out here in our community and being an example of no matter what happens, you're going to keep and stay the course. And I don't know too many people that would have had that situation with a young person. This was a young person, 14, 15 years old, and you had to go through all of that, but yet you're still out here with a loving heart, trying to help shape the future of our youth through dealing with organizations like Cream Skills. Out here, when I do call to actions, you're definitely one of the ministers that I don't have to call. How many times have I picked up the phone to call you to come anywhere?
I don't think you ever done that.
Okay, so what
all these years, you have never done that call.
I put it out there to the public, and then you respond with these families. You help, no matter if it's a fire, homicide, missing. You have definitely shown me that it made me feel good about making the change. Everybody do a little, nobody got to do a lot. And this is where we have to be, all of us. Many times people want you to call them and tell them, hey, come on, you're not doing me no favors. We're doing ourselves a favor by being a part of what's right and helping folks. And that's why I love you, brother, because you just answer calls to actions. You don't ask for anything in return. And you are a prime example of how working together to make things change, it should be.
I appreciate that. But see, all you got to do is stay tuned in, because I'm not the only one to listen to the Tory Lowe Show or any of the shows on the radio station. I'm not the only one to listen. So if you listen and you hear there's a call to action like April 12th, you have the community cleaned up, you know about it. So be about it. You don't have to get a red carpet laid out for you, for you to show up. You don't have to have a spotlight. You don't need all that. All you got to do is show up. And if you can't do as much as the next person, it don't matter. You do it a little. That, like I say, you do a little, so nobody got to do a lot. If you help him pick up trash, that's trash I don't have to get because you did that part over there.
Right.
If you help him to do whatever, you mentor one person, that's one less person I have to mentor. Whatever it is, you do your part. You don't have to do the whole thing. That's what people get caught up on, because that's the mentality that we have, that it's all or nothing. You see that with people, they pay their rent. They don't have all of it. They don't pay any of it. Or their car note. If you don't have the whole $300, all I got is $250, you don't pay nothing. Well, that's a bad mentality. Pay what you have. That shows the faith. So come in and do what you can do. That shows the faith. Do what you can do. It don't have to be everything. But whatever it is, you can come in and just bring somebody some water. Just hand out water. Just empty out their trash, give them a new bag, anything. That's all that's needed. You doing your part. And that's what we need. I'll stay tuned in so I know what's going on. Everybody just stay tuned in and then join in.
That sounds powerful. But look, how many people going to answer the call? Many are called, but few are chosen. Hey. Well, Miracle Minister Kevin, I want everybody to gather around the radio. I need everybody to gather around their devices, however you listening to the Tory Lowe Show, because this Monday, more now than ever, we need our community to come together. It's about to get hot outside. It's Milwaukee. It may get hot, then it might snow, then it might rain, then it might get hot again. I don't know, all in one day. You know what I mean? So it's no telling how the weather going to be here in Milwaukee, but it's about to get into the hotter seasons, and we definitely need to start early. We definitely need to get ahead of coming together and getting on one accord, so we can now be ahead of the curve and working together and doing our part. And that's what the most important thing I say prayers for, is to help us mentally come together and get on one accord.
Amen. Lord, we are here once again to acknowledge you as our protector, our provider, as well as our Savior. We know that we can call on you in the good times and the bad. But now it's getting to the point where we must cry loud and spare not. We seek you for every direction in which we should go. We are searching for peace, love, compassion, and unity for our community. So we pray that you will calm the storms of violence, end the famine of charitable living, eradicate the epidemic of hatred and discontent, and then remove the fences that separate us one from another, so that we all may see our neighbors and show them love and devotion, and continue to bless our children, for they are truly our future. I speak life more abundantly in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hey, anything else you want to say, Miracle Minister Kevin?
As always, my brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
Join your boy Tory Lowe and the Truth Team for our community cleanup on Saturday, April 12th. Go to truthcommunitycleanup.com to sign up to volunteer at one of our 3 cleanup locations. Everyone who joins gets a free lunch provided by Cousin Subs. Register today by visiting truthcommunitycleanup.com. Bring the whole family to help clean our city. The Tory Lowe Cleanup is presented by 1MKE and sponsored by Cousin Subs, Ray's Coca-Cola, Landmark Credit Union, and Waste Management.
Great impressions will exceed your expectations. Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
At Great Impressions Graphics and Printing, they've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Adrian was seriously injured when a careless driver merged into her lane.
Gruber was there for everything that I needed. Any questions that I had, Gruber was there. They made me feel like everything about my situation and my accident was very important to them, and that made me feel good. And I would definitely call Gruber again for that.
Serving Wisconsin for over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They go above and beyond for their clients.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Cut the lights, cut the lights, cut the lights. I can set this motherfucker off. 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 Ever since they took the homie Q and play
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ brother Z on the ones and twos. Joining me in the studio is Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Tony Smith,
what's happening?
How you doing?
Doing good.
Marquette,
doing good.
It's tournament time. Marquette Golden Eagles. Your boys.
We here.
What's going on?
It's tournament time, NCAA. We're about to get it cracking. Headed out to Cleveland. Terrible city, but
right. You got to go down there too.
Not fun. Yeah.
7 seed.
Number 7. Yep. We had a little slide towards the middle.
Come on, Marquette. We need y'all to kick in now.
I know. You're right. But that's ups and downs of a season.
Well, this is the whole new season now.
So all that's over with though. Doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter to anybody. So you talk about we're 7 seed. There's 12 seeds. There's 16 seeds.
Right.
There's 2 seeds. Doesn't matter what you did or what your seed was. You still got to win a game. So and everybody's coming for you. So we'll see what Marquette can do. We got New Mexico up first on Friday.
I like that matchup for us.
Hey, it's gonna be a tough matchup. They got a couple nice guards. Their point guard is really, really good. Then they got a big, which tends to give Marquette trouble. So we'll see if we can clean up the boards. Keep that little guy out of the paint. He won the Player of the Year in their conference. So
okay,
he's really good. They got a little lefty 2 guards, nice. So they got some players. They got some size. We'll see. It's
Come on, Marquette.
NCAA is all about matchups. Well, if we get back,
we need y'all to pull this one out now.
If we get back to playing early season defense that we played, we can take anybody.
All right, hey,
so we'll see.
We gonna see. We got our eyes on the prize.
Got it.
It's March Madness.
Do you do a bracket?
You know what? It's so many things. I do the electronic one where they just kind of like a lottery ticket. You just hit the thing and then it just fill it out because it's unpredictable. It goes according to the numbers and stuff like that. So I don't know all the numbers for all the teams. So I try to do the autofill.
Oh, you do autofill?
Yeah, because they got the whole statistics and stuff like that.
The problem with NCAA bracket, I don't know how many of y'all out there doing brackets, but the brackets too unpredictable.
That's what I'm saying.
There's only like one metric that I really probably will believe or subscribe to, and that only has to do with who's able to win it all. Right? Nothing. First round is upsets. Second round upsets. There's upsets all around the bracket. But when it comes down to who's going to actually win the national championship, there's a guy. I wish I knew to give y'all the guy because he's always on it. He always picks 8 teams that have the ability to win it, and of the 8 teams he's picked, one of them always wins it.
Well, I'll say this: it's too many factors in college basketball, and it's a one-off. It's like just one night. Somebody can have a bad game.
Somebody get hurt.
People get injured.
Anything.
You don't get a 7-game series like the NBA.
No.
So it's unpredictable.
You don't get no tomorrows either.
But I heard that if you do pick the right teams and throughout the whole thing, you get some money. Is that
for what?
I thought wasn't it something in Vegas like if you?
No, I think that's the perfect bracket.
Is it a perfect bracket?
Miss any.
Yeah, you can't miss nothing.
Oh no, and you ain't doing that.
That's why I say you do the autofill.
Autofilling.
You might as well because you can't guess it. It's like the lotto. That's like winning the lottery. And you got to do all the teams. Every team got to work.
Every team, right?
How much is the payout on those things?
I think it's $1 million.
Oh, it's $1 million if you get it right.
If you pick the perfect bracket, I think it's $1 million.
I don't even think Jesus could pick the perfect bracket.
No one picking the perfect bracket.
I mean, you don't, because everybody praying. Like, let's say Jesus had to pick the brackets. Everybody praying to him to win, so or sending up prayers to win. So, he would have to, it would have to come down to who got the most faith.
Oh, really?
If Jesus had to pick the bracket, because everybody. You pray before a game, keep everybody safe, injuries, stuff like that. So if 100, I don't believe he even chooses because I don't believe God even involved in sport. Because everybody praying to him to win.
I'm with you. Like they say, we got to, first I want to thank God. I'm like, God don't care about your game. The other dudes on the other team are Christian too. They were praying. Like, he didn't choose you to win this game.
Right.
Sorry, he ain't choosing sides in no sporting event. I'm like,
it's the Cinderella stories in there.
I mean, it's
one shining moment.
Right.
You know everybody. You know how they do the production.
I do, and it's very popular.
Right.
NCAA is a huge event, huge
storylines,
huge moneymaker. It's good. Everybody likes because everybody likes the Cinderella story, the underdog. You know, going to the Sweet 16, you get a 12 or 13 seed, who's knocking off higher seeds.
It used to be the team that used to go down there with the Cinderella story every year, Gonzaga.
Gonzaga, well, not a Cinderella though. They're a powerhouse.
They not know Cinderella no more. I'm talking about at first when they first started doing it.
Yeah, they was a powerhouse.
Yeah. Now I don't know. They usually show up every year though.
There's going to be a couple upsets, no question.
Well, who do you predict?
We're looking for an upset.
I need your prediction. I
have not even looked at the bracket yet, to be honest with you.
But you know who the powerhouse teams are.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, the SEC is out of control. I think they got 13 teams in.
Oh wow!
Yeah, there's 16 teams in the conference. 13 of them, I believe, got in the tournament. They're stacked out there. But,
and when
it's a football conference.
And when you flying out to Cleveland?
We're gonna leave on Wednesday, so we go out there a couple days ahead of time so they can get acclimated.
Right.
Get some time
do they
on
ever
the
ask
court.
you to give him a speech?
Me?
Do you ever give a pep talk to the people?
No. I see the guys around the hotel all the time. I talk to them one-on-one. I don't do that. That's D Wade does the pep talks.
Oh, so when he come around, they let him do the pep talks.
Yeah, he do the pep talks.
Oh wow, have you been a part of one of the D Wade pep talks?
No, I'm not. I'm working when he's doing the pep talks. He's doing it before the game. I'm up.
So they got him in the locker room. Okay, you about to start the broadcast.
Yeah, I'm about to start the broadcast. So.
Do you think it helped? Do you think the D Wade pep talks have helped?
They probably get him hyped up, but who knows?
What he do is hold up his NBA check and say, "Hey, if this ain't motivation enough,
that ain't motivation to win the game.
Hey,
that's motivation to get better. You got to get him game motivation.
You got to be the best.
Yeah, but like I said, you need game motivation.
You need one shining moment. You need to be in slow motion throwing that.
You need more of that to make that kind of check.
Look, you got to be in slow motion throwing that buzzer beater on the promotion.
Yeah.
That's gonna boost your chances to get in the NBA.
If you getting some pub and you doing it in tournament time, it's certainly going to help you. But you've had plenty. I remember situations where guys, like John Morant was a 12 seed, played Marquette. We were a 5 seed that year. John Morant killed us. I remember who was it? C.J. McCollum was at Lehigh. They was like a lower seed, like a 13 seed, and they beat like North Carolina or somebody. And C.J. McCollum going crazy. Obviously, both of those cats were stars in the NBA. But I'm just saying, you can get those little small schools. They got one dude who was crazy, and they can beat somebody. That's why you see these upsets. They don't see these cats during the regular season.
And it's unpredictable.
And these dudes can go, yeah.
Well, look, when we come back, we'll have the Pop Culture Report. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Is your washing machine not quite getting the job done the way you expected? Running your dryer over and over because it is taking forever to dry your clothes? Be frustrated no more, because Create Suds Laundromat in Milwaukee can get rid of all your washing and drying headaches. They offer new big load washers and dryers to reduce your cleaning time, and even have free Wi-Fi for customers. Stop battling with stubborn stains and piles of laundry and visit Create Suds Laundromat. They are open every day from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Wherever you are in Wisconsin, there's a free and confidential Aging and Disability Resource Center, ADRC, or Tribal Partner Agency. We're here for older adults, adults with disabilities, and your families. ADRCs are a bridge to support for benefits and financial assistance, transportation, in-home care, and more. Get to know your local ADRC and connect with resources today. Call toll-free 1-844-WIS-ADRC or go to findmyadrc.org. Paid for by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
The award-winning 1017 The Truth proudly celebrates Women's History Month. Listen to one of our incredible Truth teammates highlight the remarkable achievements of Black women throughout history.
To celebrate this year's Women's History Month, I'd like to take time to honor Judge Constance Baker Motley. When I think of Judge Motley, I think of one word: pioneer. She was a trailblazing American civil rights activist, lawyer, and jurist. Breaking barriers throughout her illustrious career, she played a pivotal role in the legal battles that reshaped the landscape of racial equality in the United States. Born on September 14, 1921 in New Haven, Connecticut, she faced racial discrimination but excelled academically. In 1943, she became the first black woman to graduate from Columbia Law School, setting the stage for her groundbreaking legal career. Freshly out of law school, Motley worked as a law clerk for Thurgood Marshall within the NAACP's Legal Defense and Educational Fund. She quickly gained recognition for her skills in the courtroom, playing a crucial role in desegregation cases, including the landmark Brown v. Board of Education in 1954. Motley's brilliance continued to shine through as she broke new ground as the first black woman elected to the New York State Senate in 1964. And a year later, she broke another barrier as President Lyndon B. Johnson appointed her as the first black female federal judge in the country. Judge Motley's impact and legacy can still be felt today, even outside of the courtroom. She's inspired generations to continue to fight for justice and equality. Thank you, Judge Motley, for being a phenomenal woman and a pioneer.
Tune in to The Truth as we celebrate the greatness of black women all month long.
You cannot look me in the face and tell me that America is the greatest country in the world when you have people who cannot have access to quality health care.
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
We need to change the structure of insurance companies to make them nonprofits so that there's not a profit motive for you to make up your mind as to whether or not you're going to help somebody.
Sundays starting at 7 on 620 WTMJ and Mondays at 6 on 1017 The Truth.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snibe. The Milwaukee Bucks dropped a tough one on Sunday night, falling to OKC by a final score of 121 to 105. After the game, head coach Doc Rivers discussing his team not playing up to the best team from the West.
I think that was the difference. And you can feel it, you can see it. I thought the one guy with us was Giannis. I thought he had that intention. He felt that. No one else, I don't think anyone else did. I thought that was the difference in the game.
Next up for the Bucks is a 10-day road trip out west. They'll start with Golden State on Tuesday night. Over to college hoops, where the Wisconsin Badgers fell to Michigan in the Big Ten championship game. The Badgers did, however, secure the 3 seed in the bracket. They'll face off with 14-seeded Montana on Thursday to begin the tournament. And Marquette awarded the 7 seed. They'll face off against New Mexico on Friday in the opening round of the NCAA tournament. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing tonight? Good. I'd like to welcome to the stage Tony.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Entertainment, current events, and trending topics. You get it all on the Culture Report with the Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith on the Tory Lowe Show. Here is your host, Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith. Hey, Tony Smith. I guess President Donald Trump claimed that the former President Joe Biden's pardons were illegit because they were signed via AutoPen and that Biden did not even know about them. Those pardons he did at the end.
What is AutoPen?
Well,
Anyway.
AutoPen is a way for the president to sign something without him actually being there. So I guess
Well, why
I
is that
think
a thing
I think Obama used it once when he was on vacation one time. I think he used the AutoPen idea, but I guess
There we go. I got the tweet. The pardons that Sleepy Joe Biden gave to the unselect committee of political thugs.
Go right ahead. I like the Donald Trump impersonation.
No, I can't do the impersonation.
It sounded like it was.
I'm just reading. But anyway. Of the unselect committee of political thugs and many other are hereby declared void, vacant, and no further force or effect because of the fact that they were done by AutoPen. In other words, Joe Biden did not sign them, but more importantly, he did not know anything about them. The necessary pardoning documents were not explained to him, or approved by Biden. He knew nothing about them, and the people that did may have committed a crime. Therefore, those on the unselect committee who destroyed and deleted all the evidence obtained during their 2-year witch hunt of me and many other innocent people should fully understand that they are subject to investigation at the highest level.
Here we go.
The fact is, they were probably responsible for the documents that were signed on their behalf without the knowledge of consent of the worst president in history of our country, Crooked Joe Biden.
Crooked Joe.
Trump just talks so stupid.
Well, the thing is he right, though?
No. The first thing
I'm
is...
talking with the auto pen.
I know, but the first thing is he talks stupid. That's the first thing.
Well, he's the president.
You can go into this...
You can say that.
I
think a lot of people... I think America like Trump.
No one talks...
I think the majority of Americans voted for Trump. They like him, and he had to go on a lot of rallies.
No one likes him talking stupid, though. Even those who voted for him don't like him talking stupid.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's a lot of people that talk stupid. What I'm saying is they had to like him enough to make him the president because he was talking.
I'm not saying you're talking about two different things, Tory Lowe. I'm talking about they voted for him, they like him, they're Republican, but they still don't like him talking stupid.
And we don't like nobody talking stupid.
I don't care about people talking stupid. My president, I don't want talking stupid. My kid's principal, I don't want talking stupid. There's certain positions.
Politicians.
There's certain positions.
Politicians, local politicians, I don't want them talking stupid.
My mayor, I don't want him talking stupid. I don't want them talking stupid. I want them to have some respect for the position.
But more importantly, we want them to do what they promised.
Right. So the next thing is, we don't like him talking stupid. Now you think he has some validity. There's validity to his claim here.
Well, I'll say this. I think that when you look at what he's talking about, he always say things ahead of time. I don't know if he can actually get these people because a lot of these people, he may have felt some type of way how they were operating. I'm just here with the popcorn to see what actually truly happens because this, when we get it in the news like this is just the what you call the upfront. But it's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and I would love to see how this all pans out because if these people, those pardons are void, then do they get pursued legally for something that they or felt like they may have been pardoned for?
Here's what I'm going to say. Either way, it's going to be funny, and I say funny in a sense where I don't think it's really funny to some people who are involved, but it's funny. It's going to be funny to me that whatever happens in this scenario, because he's going to try to do this, Democrats are going to be up in arms against it, right? They're going to be yelling and screaming about it. But
like they doing about Doge.
Correct. But the great part,
singing spirituals,
and the part that's going to be funny to me is, let's say it works and he does it. He unpardons the Joe Biden pardons.
Right.
What's going to happen in 4 years when Trump's out of office? Go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, it's all...
Tory?
What you mean?
Tory Lowe.
I don't know.
You going to sit up here on radio and tell me you don't know what's going to happen?
Well, what I'm saying is...
what's going to happen? And Trump's pardons go through... Trump's unpardons of Biden go through right now, right? In 4 years, when the Democrat takes office...
But he said it because of auto pen. Hold on. You're trying to make... You're not right. Because we talk about the auto pen signature.
Listen.
Is that a factor?
I don't know about that. I'm just saying...
that sounds like you don't know about it because what I'm saying is the auto pen
when a Democrat takes office, what's going to happen?
They'll just redo it again?
Or they're going to challenge Trump's pardon now. This is what they do.
Okay, but what I'm saying...
They try to do the same thing to each other.
But what I'm saying is that a problem with the auto pen? You know, I'm only trying to talk about what he's trying to bring up.
So let me just say,
who was signing? Okay, this brings out a bigger thing.
Sure, I'm not even talking about that. Who was signing
this?
Listen, let me explain to you. You're arguing about something I don't even want to argue about.
I'm not even arguing about it. I'm just asking, is that an issue?
So let me just tell you what I'm talking about. I don't care auto pen. I don't care what. I'm just telling you about the thing that they're trying to do. The other side is going to do the same thing to you.
Right, but
they're all going to do is point to, oh, you just did this. Now we can't do this. This is the games they play. That's what I'm talking about.
Like I said, he felt that he was attacked from the Biden administration, right?
Okay.
So now, like you said, he's coming in, looking through it, and he's trying to say that the auto pen idea is not legit. And
100% get
and
it.
somebody was signing off, or maybe Joe may have not known of this signing off.
And I'm not-
and that's why I'm talking about it, because if that's true, then does that make it illegit? Does that make it to point where
and I
these
don't-
people are open? Are those pardons valid? These are the things that we're going to be looking at in the next couple of
Correct.
days.
And like I said, they can challenge whatever they want to. And like I said, I'm not even getting into the weeds on that. I'm just telling you that if he tries to do this to Joe's pardons, they're going to try to do it to his pardons, is all I'm saying. And they're going to be like, oh, well, you didn't examine a case-by-case situation with the 1,500 J6ers. You just pardoned them all. You didn't even look at them.
Right.
Some already got rearrested. Some were offenders. Some were molesting kids, had child porn. Like, they're going to challenge those.
Just like Hunter Biden.
Correct. They're going to challenge all that stuff.
And the
So
thing is,
what
both
you're doing right
sides-
now is going to be done right to you.
Hold on, both sides.
why I'm
That's if
laughing.
they even get back
That's
in.
why I'm laughing. You're
You
correct.
think the Democrats gonna win in 4 years?
I don't know. Who's gonna win in 4
Their
years.
approval rating is the lowest ever.
Could be.
The way they going right now. Do you actually think the Democrats gonna win the next election?
I don't know. I don't know.
It looks like they.
I don't know. They don't have a candidate yet.
They have the lowest approval rating now than they've ever had in 30 years.
But they don't have a candidate, so I don't know.
But what I'm saying is, you're just saying in 4 years if they win office, who says they're going to win?
I did. I said if they do.
Okay, but what I'm saying is if they don't, then that's even a worse scenario, because it's more likely that they not.
I don't know any of that. I'm
Well,
just
what I'm
telling you what's
saying is,
gonna happen.
according to what the polls are saying, that the Democrats' approval rating is the lowest
Mm-hmm.
in 30 years. That's all I'm saying. So what I'm saying is if they don't regroup, reshape, and rethink, and I've always been saying, it's just the things that certain things that they have to do is start turning tangible outcomes with the people. They got away from the tangible outcomes with the people. So it's leaving the door open for people to just to vacate that party. That party is being vacated right now. A lot of their talking heads are saying things. I don't even have to say it. I could play plenty audio of people who supported them jumping ship.
Well, they're not going away.
Well, I'm not saying they're going away. I'm just saying that
they're going to have a
they're
party
not
then.
going to be as strong as in the future if they don't start implementing result-based outcomes. That's
maybe.
it.
Maybe not.
Well,
I know they ain't going away, though.
Well, I know this.
That's not a maybe.
Well, I noticed they the lowest in they trash right now.
They very well could be.
They at the trash
They
point.
very well could be.
So when it get to the trash point, you got to clean
Democrats,
it up.
y'all better speak up. Tory talking trash about
I'm not
y'all.
talking trash. You just Google it. It says it. It's a
Like I say,
poll. I'm talking about
I'm
a poll
neither
that
one
was
of them,
taken.
so I don't care.
I'm talking about a poll that was taken that they trash right now because
And I'm not disputing
it's
you.
just what it's saying.
And I'm not disputing you.
They in the
Maybe
toilet with
they are
America.
trash.
They
I don't
in
know.
the toilet with America.
Okay.
Okay, right now.
Right.
But
Still doesn't
it's
change
way-
the fact of what
but
I'm
it's
talking
way-
about.
but
I'm
it's-
talking about whatever one side does, the other side's going to do it.
And that's
you're
if
gonna
they
cry
can
about
get
it.
back in power.
And they
They
will.
need to try to work on
Well,
getting back
hold on,
in
hold on.
power.
Republicans ain't going to be in power forever ever after.
Well, I'll say this.
Democrats eventually going to get in office, correct?
I'll say this. If they continue this way, where a lot of people are saying that they are lost right now, they don't have an effective idea to go against what's happening.
Somebody's coming.
You got a lot of billionaires that feel like that last campaign idea, they were deceived in giving in their campaign ideas. So you got enough billionaires out here that can transfer that energy to another party and make it stronger than the Democrat Party. It's a lot of third parties out here. They don't have the backing of these people, and if that happens, if their approval rating don't start rising, then they may just support another idea, and then you may see the Democrat may fall to a third tier idea, and it can happen.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Well, I'm not betting. I'm just saying it can happen. It's not impossible for that to happen because the people that got the money that's backing them, they can switch that money over. And all it takes is money and support.
You know what Homer and I always say about if you're unwilling to bet on it, you don't believe it.
Well, I'll say this: if they approval ratings drop and they come up. So this is the lowest they've ever been. So they got 4 years to pull it up, right? They got 4 years to.
They got to find a candidate.
Yeah. They got 4 years to try to make some adjustments. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, but
and like I say, Republicans will not be in power forever. And as soon as they're out in power, if Trump tries to pull this off, they're going to be trying the same thing down the road.
Right. And the money guys, and I'll say this, the money guys, they just want to put their money where they think they could possibly win. And all I'm saying is the Democrat Party, they had the money ideas. Both parties kind of, a lot of these money people play both sides. But
why wouldn't you?
But right.
You're just looking to get in.
Facts. But what I'm saying is, if that approval rating, if people just don't like something, they just move on. They can actually move on. And now I'm saying that when you have a approval rating that dropped as low as the Democrat Party in this recent poll, and this is CNN and this is NBC, these are favorable liberal ideas talking about this. What I'm saying is if they continue to, if like let's say 2 years go by and it's coming up on the next presidential election and that they're still down there like that, I could see a third party emerging with the money. Not just, they need the funding.
Third party capable of winning?
If they got the backing. If they got, you know what I found out? That they spend a lot of money on the politics, with the promoting, with the marketing, with the dollars that are behind it. So if you can match the dollars, if any party can match the dollars, anybody can compete. It's like a Big Ten school.
Got to have the money.
Playing against like a third tier kind of school. They got a good program, but they don't have the financial backing to push the program over the top.
Right. No, I get it.
So it's kind of like,
it's all about money. I knew that.
If people jump ship, it's not like politics is like a business where you gotta dissolve it. If I'm done giving to you, I'm done giving to you.
Right.
All I'll just do is give to the next idea. That's how fast this could change with politics. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
And if they feel that, okay, this is not a winning strategy, then they'll find something that's neutral that can have a better storyline. It's all about the storylines, and it's all about politics. A better idea, more suitable to run a candidate instead of trying to push a low approval rating up to the top.
Hey, 100% get it. I know how it is. Money. The people with the money, they want to get next to the power. So whoever they think is going to win, or they see a way to, okay, I'm backing him because when he gets in, we're going to be buddies.
Right. And this has been going on for a long time. It happened with everybody.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, when you talk about the Democrat Party and the Republican Party right now, I got an article up that I'm going to play at the 2 o'clock about this new poll that came out about the Democrats having sink into the lowest of approval in the longest of times, probably 30 years. All I'm saying is, I've been saying this. My grandma was a Democrat. She told me to vote Democrat straight down.
Right.
As I became an adult, I started dealing with the community. I started developing my own point of view. I don't work for nobody. I don't work for the Republicans or the Democrats. I'm just an advocate. So this time around, I chose to vote for Donald Trump. But what I'm saying is I voted for Obama too.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, that's how donors, people can change, people can flip. And if the Democrat Party don't start putting in real tangible outcomes where people can say, hey, look, this was turned around in my neighborhood. They control a lot of our local government in our communities. They control a lot of our educational ideas. They control a lot of our economic ideas, things like that. So they're going to have to start putting together something on the ground that they can take into this next election. They got control over the neighborhoods. The majority of my community is liberal. So what I'm saying is they have the positioning to say, okay, let's regroup, rethink, and reshape. Let's put this more tangible ideas out here on the street. And if that don't happen, I'm telling you, it's going to be way more people voting for the other side.
We will see.
All right, look, when we come back, we got more Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This may be another Elon Musk bureaucratic shuffle, or this may be whatever it is. These, Dr. Ken, are real consequences.
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
I believe that there's going to be a step back and a rollback to some of those places that we're talking about making cuts because of the drastic outcome that can occur.
Sundays starting at 7 on 620 WTMJ and Mondays at 6 on 1017 The Truth.
Great impressions.
Great Impressions Graphics and Printing. They've been proudly serving the community for over 26 years. From their location at the corner of 54th and Burleigh in Milwaukee, their dedication to quality and customer satisfaction has made them a trusted name in printing and design. Great Impressions offer a wide range of services, including banners, posters, yard signs, business cards, programs, and postcards. Plus, they specialize in custom apparel printing, perfect for family reunions, sports outings, business promotions, and more. For your next project, visit greatimpress.com. That's greatimpress.com. Great Impressions. They're here when you need them.
Great impressions, perceptions, everything.
Finding stable housing shouldn't be a struggle. The Milwaukee Rental Housing Resource Center connects renters, property owners, and partners to the resources they need, whether it's rental assistance, legal aid, mediation, or tenant education. No matter what your situation is, you do not have to go at it alone. Get assistance today by visiting renthelpmke.org. That is renthelpmke.org, or stop by their office at 728 North James Lovell Street in Milwaukee. At the Milwaukee Rental Housing Resource Center, they are here for all your housing needs.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Roll another one.
Sit up, never like you know it's special packet with some automatics. We gon' set them to heaven. Wait. Hey.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We got Barcade Hall of Famer Tony Smith in studio. Hey, look, Tony Smith, it's a lot going on out here. I got a question. I got a question for you. Because you know, I like to throw you here. You in relationships. You single. You out here in the. And you're dating and you're talking to females and I.
What you trying to say? I'm in the streets?
Yeah, well, you outside.
Wow.
You outside. I got a question.
I'm inside right now.
I got a question. Is it okay for a woman?
Sounds like a no already.
Okay, is it okay? No, I'm just asking.
No.
Is it okay for a woman to buy dinner on the first date?
Is it okay?
I'm talking about
for
a woman to buy you dinner, a man dinner, take a man out for the first date, and the woman pays for the dinner.
I mean, I couldn't do it, but maybe someone else
And
can.
why couldn't you do it? I mean, what's the reason?
I don't know. It just doesn't feel right.
Right. I don't even know if it.
If I don't have no money, I know
it may not even feel right to me. I wouldn't do it. I mean, I'm seeing that people are saying that, okay, if it's equality, if it's equal, then why can't a woman say, hey, look, I want to take you out. I like you. I want to take you out to eat.
She could.
Would you accept it? Or your ego wouldn't? Is it ego?
No, I don't know. It just seems weird, like the woman being the aggressor in that.
Nah, she just
I'm gonna take you out.
Look, I got a nice place. She got the plans. I want to take you out.
I don't know. I think I'm a little scared right now. See, I'm running the other way. Like,
I appreciate your time.
How she look though? How good does she look?
DJ brother, you like her, whatever that looks.
She looks good.
Whatever you like. I'm gonna take you out.
I don't know if I want to be talked to like that.
It's the first date.
I don't know if I want to be talked to like
DJ Brother Z, is it okay for a woman on the first date to pay for a man's meal?
Okay for her to run up on you like, yo, what's up? Let me take you out.
I like you. Can we talk?
Yeah,
Can we talk for a minute? Like Tevin Campbell.
I'm on the fence with that one.
If she taking me out, she better pay. She asked. It wasn't my idea.
Wow.
Hey, so
it wasn't my idea. You're just talking right now. I don't believe you're gonna let her do it. You ain't gonna let her take you out and pay for you.
DJ Brother Z don't waste his words on this show. I'm trying to tell you. He really feel it. Whatever he say, that's how he feel.
You gonna let her take you out?
First of all, I mean, if she asks me, I'm probably gonna say no.
Oh, see, there you go.
But if she's lucky enough for me to say yes, she better be paying.
Why would you say no?
Say it again.
Why would you say no? What if she looks good?
Then that's a whole different conversation.
Okay,
but if somebody's asking me, she probably don't look good.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute.
What is that?
So you said if the woman is paying...
Are you knocking on yourself?
I'm saying I attract ugly women. That's what I'm saying, Tony Smith. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up. I wasn't sure what was going on right there. Like, you attract ugly women.
So hold on. So what I'm hearing is if a woman asks you on a date, she may not be the most attractive person.
That's him saying that. That ain't me.
That's not who I want to be seen on a date with.
Oh, wow.
Wait a minute. Why can't she
crazy.
just... How come... Because, the women is, they want to, they want to appreciate that they have found somebody that they like.
Hey, man.
I want to take...
I don't even know what to say after that.
And so you think that if she took you out to eat, what would that mean then? You saying that... you struggle with it because
I owe her something.
So does that work in reverse when a man take a woman out to eat?
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I feel like I owe you something because you took me out. Like, hold on a second. I don't know what Z threw me off right there with the I attract ugly women. That threw me off right there.
Everybody's beautiful in their own way. Maurice M said, I agree with Tony. It's a trap. What you mean?
See?
How's that a trap?
Cuz don't nobody trust that, man. Like, what's going on?
I'm going to have to open up the lines.
Like, why are you asking me?
Hey, look, Truth Nation, can a woman take a man out and pay for the first date? Yeah, I think that...
Can she be the asker out?
Yeah, can she come to you and say, hey, can we go out? I'm paying. I want to take you out. I want to talk to you.
Let me take you out to Capitol Grill. Come on.
Come on. Let me.
Come on, young fella.
And make sure you smell good. All right, we got to run the break. I'm going to ask that. It's my question of the day, A.T. Smith.
Let me take you shopping first before we go out.
Oh, wow. I might not do that.
You got a sugar mama on you.
Hey, it might be a cougar.
It could be.
Hey, look at T. Smith. I appreciate you for coming through with the Pop Culture Report.
Oh, man. All right, we'll see y'all.
All right, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
Day one, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day one is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day one.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
we are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I guess the question of the day is, is it acceptable? Can a woman take a man out on the first date and pay for it? 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. I want to know, because with all of these ideas out here of dating and where to go and with who and what, I seen a conversation that was interesting to me because I had pretty much the same reaction as Tony Smith. I don't know if I can let the woman pay for the first date, not the first date. I don't know if I can do the first date. Now, if we vibing and we've been around each other for a while, then I don't mind that, because then we're both going back and forth, probably taking on certain things, depending on what's going on. Maybe she may have to, pay, for the date, or, but should a woman pay for the first date? Is it acceptable? I need to hear from the women. 833-212-1017. Women. All the women that's independent. I don't know. Would you take a man out on the first date? Or do you want him to show the interest in you and take you out on the first date? This is the first date where y'all negotiating and conversating about y'all future together. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Is it okay for a woman to pay for the first date? I'll say this, Truth Nation. I would feel awkward. I would feel so awkward if that happened. It's the first date, and this is where you're establishing who wearing the pants, DJ Brother Z. This is the first, we trying to conversate, and I'm trying to let you know that, who's the male and the female, and I think that when I think about it, it kind of makes men feel uncomfortable when you talk about the first date. Now, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think that my masculinity wouldn't let it happen. Like, I'm supposed to take you out. I'm supposed to talk to you. We're supposed to have a great conversation. I'm supposed to pay. But some people felt like, hey, if she got it like that, let her go ahead and go, pay for the meal. It would my soul wouldn't take it. I would have to go repent, and ask God for forgiveness if I was the one that For the first day. I'm talking about like y'all talking to each other. Y'all like it. Y'all finna go on a date. And then she got to pull out her credit card on the first date? I don't know. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Also, we have something going on to where we got an update on a missing person that we've been talking about on this show for a couple years. And we always thought that Javion Buford, we always thought that something bad happened to him. And I'll say this. We have found that a family member has came forward and said that they've recently got the news that Javion, his remains was located. We had his father, Mensa, on the show. We actually flyered. It was over by Martin Luther King and Burleigh, the area where he last was seen. We have now gotten a report from a family member that Javion is no longer with us and there was remains found. And I got so many questions in my mind, DJ Brother Z. Where was the remains found? Is there an investigation on who did it? We always knew that it was a foul play. That missing was one of those foul play missing people. But the cousin, Marquita Wilson, posted last week. I posted my cousin Javion Buford went missing in 2021. Yesterday, we were notified that his remains have been found and he is no longer with us. She goes on to say, please keep my uncle Mensa Borman lifted in prayer as his siblings and the rest of the family are affected by this. This is a hard pill to swallow for us all. Rest peacefully, cousin. I know that you're surrounded by grandma, granddad, Uncle HL, TT, Cynthia, and my mom, Michelle. Well, once again, we got some, this is not the outcome that we expected. We kind of knew something was foul, but I always thought that we would get the people or whoever had harmed him in some kind of way because it did make no sense. The bank account, he never touched his bank account. Usually that's a sign that some foul play took place. The last person that seen him, according to what we know, was his mother around Christmas in 2021. It's a lot going on with that, DJ Brother Z. That's why I say my condolences to the family. Once again, we got reports that Javion Buford, his remains were located. I don't have a lot of detail right now. I'm trying to get his father, after his father can cope with the news, hopefully he can come on and give us an update. Hopefully there's some type of criminal investigation into the situation. And this situation was funny from the jump. It was funny from the jump. We went through Martin Luther King and Burleigh, knocked on doors, handed out flyers. So much have happened. We got family members coming on the show, friends that searched for him came on the show. And once again, we got the end result when it comes to Javion Buford. This is something that when I heard this story from the family, from a post on social media, it just made my heart, it just hurt my heart because somebody have to be held accountable for this. Somebody has to be brought into justice for this situation, and we'll continue to do what we can to try to. Now I guess we have to find justice for this family. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to locate and find out who was responsible. Once again, send up prayers for the family. When we come back from break, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is Sherwin Hughes from The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. And Truth Nation, you can now watch my show live on YouTube every day from 9 a.m. until noon. Yep, you can get 3 full hours of watching Sherwin doing his thing streaming live on YouTube Monday through Friday. You'll get the same insightful conversations about policy, politics, and lifestyle while also seeing my reaction to the unpredictability of our listeners. So go to YouTube right now, subscribe to 1017 The Truth, and see this wonderful smile live every day.
Is your washing machine not quite getting the job done the way you expected? Running your dryer over and over because it is taking forever to dry your clothes? Be frustrated no more, because Create Suds Laundromat in Milwaukee can get rid of all your washing and drying headaches. They offer new big load washers and dryers to reduce your cleaning time and even have free Wi-Fi for customers. Stop battling with stubborn stains and piles of laundry and visit Create Suds Laundromat. They are open every day from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Truth Nation, gear up for a great time as Sports Milwaukee hosts Milwaukee Tailgate Week, presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Set for April 24th to the 26th, Milwaukee Tailgate Week features a variety of gridiron activations for all ages, steeped in Milwaukee's iconic sports history, attractions, brews, restaurants, and venues. As the 2025 draft takes center stage in Green Bay, Sports Milwaukee and the Cream City are excited to welcome the football world back to Wisconsin. For tickets, go to visitmilwaukee.org/tailgate. Brought to you by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world class.
Donald Trump is out of control, stopping payments for healthcare and food for hungry kids, eliminating the Department of Education, and letting unelected billionaire Elon Musk fire anyone he wants and get access to your most private information. We need a Supreme Court justice who will keep them in check before they go too far. That's Judge Susan Crawford.
I'm Judge Susan Crawford. As a former prosecutor and now as a judge, I believe in protecting you, your family, and your right to privacy, and that women have the right to make their own decisions about their health care. Because to me, that's just common sense.
Donald Trump and Elon Musk are both backing Brad Schimmel. He'll do whatever they want. That's why we need Judge Susan Crawford, the common sense judge who will keep them in check. Judge Susan Crawford for Supreme Court. Paid for by Susan Crawford for Wisconsin. Crawford for WI.com.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Bad King Walker.
Hey, I never let them see me sweat. I take that back. I never sweat, cause that just ain't me. I'm Mr. Glock. I shoot 2s and 3s. What the you mean? Yeah, I get guap. Yeah, I get cream. This money ain't a thing. Yellow tape the scene. They pop them like a bean. Yellow diamonds, cheddar cheese. They hatin'
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Look, we got to talk about this story, Truth Nation. We got to have this discussion. MPS parents seek answers after hundreds of students tested for lead at clinic. More than 250 MPS students were screened for lead at a clinic held by Milwaukee Public Schools and the Milwaukee Health Department on Saturday. This is something that we've been talking about on the Tory Lowe Show since the Tory Lowe Show started. And I've been saying that the lead poisoning out here in these schools and these daycares and these homes have not properly been addressed. And that is something that's affecting some of the youth as well. And a lot of y'all want to say, oh, it ain't bothering us. We drunk the water out of the faucet and things like that. Well, that's what they were saying on the north side. But when it started happening in other communities, look at the outrage. I'm talking about 1 or 2 children in other communities, and they ready to shut it down, DJ Brother Z. But I get people that call in on the show, on the Tory Lowe show, and try to look the other way. I heard it. I got audio of y'all calling in talking about, oh, it ain't no big deal. But then it happened at Golden My Ear in the school on the south side, and now they trying to shut it down. And these was a few kids, and now they trying to run through everything. They got the right amount of energy instead of that fake outrage that I be hearing on the line sometimes. You know what I mean? But we got an article from TMJ4. The parents want to know. These parents want to know what's happening in. We got video. If you're watching this, we broadcast live on YouTube. Let's listen.
An issue for schools around the city.
Guy Temple's daughter goes to Fernwood Montessori, part of MPS, in Bayview.
We got the email at like 8 o'clock on Thursday night.
That email saying the school is one of 3 temporarily closing Monday after the Milwaukee Health Department identified significant lead hazards.
I think a lot of folks were really surprised with the suddenness of it.
That news bringing more parents like Jeff McAvoy to a community meeting Saturday to learn more.
I haven't heard anything about my son's school specifically, but I'm concerned about what's going on across the district.
In response to those recent lead hazards, the district on Saturday held a lead screening clinic.
My daughter was at the clinic there this morning getting tested along with a friend.
Guy's daughter is one of more than 250 kids who were tested for lead. It's also where MPS's new superintendent weighed in on her first day in the role.
We will be paying attention to this and making it a top priority.
Parents hope the new leader can help them answer questions.
What do we need to know to keep our kids safe?
How this issue has been handled over the years, who are the responsible agencies involved, and really the biggest question I have is what's the long-term picture for this?
As city and school leaders try to find answers, parents want to be included in the process.
The interest is in transparency.
For those who weren't able to attend Saturday's clinic, there are more scheduled, and you can scan this QR code right here on your screen for a full list. In the meantime, the Milwaukee Health Department tells us they are analyzing Saturday's results and will share more on the total blood lead level findings sometime next week. Reporting in Milwaukee.
Okay, so like I said, this is something that we got to pay attention to because we've been talking about the lead poisoning on the north side, in the north side schools, even at North Division a couple years back, around 2017, 2018, they walked out of the school because they wanted clean water. I have these videos on my social media, but now children that look like my counterparts, they out here having meetings and they want answers. They're screening these kids. I wonder, I've never seen anything happen like this on the north side. At North Division, they should hold one right at North Division High School for the kids in the community to come and get tested. But see, this is the thing. This is the thing. Look, we've started to accept mediocre in our community. We have started to accept it. Like, this is the way it is. Ain't nothing we can do about it. But then you look at our counterparts and people in the other communities, they not standing for this. They gonna stand on business. And they gonna come and ask questions and they gonna try to figure out what's happening in. And then on the north side, I've been trying to hold meetings. I used to hold meetings at churches. I've been holding meetings at churches. Like, I had to salute to the house of prayer. Trying to tell our community to get their kids tested for the longest. Now, really, a city girl said, for as long as I've been listening to the truth, Tory has been talking about this, and now look at what's coming afloat, shaking my head. Okay. But I've been trying to spread the message by gathering, if I'm talking about it on the show, and then there's folks calling in. This is how you know. This is how you know people is... I ain't gonna even say what I'm gonna say. Let me stay on the more positive frequency right now, because I don't want to say I told you so. I don't want to say I told you, because the people that on the other side of town, they not having this. They demand answers, and they want people to come and be held accountable and be transparent, or they not gonna exist. They don't exist on their side of town. You hear to be transparent and tell us what's going on. And they had a few situations that came out in the public with the lead, and they was outraged every time, and they was holding folks accountable for it. I'm out here with a couple other organizations. We trying to tell everybody, get your kids tested for lead. A lot of these kids out here that's acting crazy, check them for lead. Go check them. Now our counterparts checking all their kids to see what the damage is. 250 kids got screened. I wonder how many black families was in there. I wonder how many black families knew about this. I'm just saying. And salute to my counterparts for standing on business. And the superintendent came out over to where they was at because they know what that's about. They know what that's about. They want immediate action. But on our side of town, on the north side of town, where I mean that North Division at? Where? Where is the meeting in 53206? Y'all talking about these kids and that they acting out. Maybe it's because they lead poison. And when I said this a long time ago, people didn't want to listen to it. They all Tory, no, they just want to act bad. It's this and that. Who go to school? All right, let me tell you this. When I started out in kindergarten, I wanted to be an astronaut. Y'all know the story how the teacher tried to bring it down to a serviceman. I ain't finna go there. But who goes to school on the first day and say, I want to go to jail, I want to be a dropout, I want to be somebody that, lives a low quality of life? Who? Nobody I know, not when they first start out. All of a sudden they get to high school and they got a whole different behavior pattern. You telling me all these kids don't want to learn, all these kids acting out. Have you ever thought it may be a chemical imbalance going on? Have you ever thought that your kid probably need to be tested for something I know they take them in there and they do the ADHD and they do the, autism and all of that. But it ain't even hardly any information to try to see how to get your kids to the lead poisoning place unless you're thinking about it, unless a situation take place. All y'all need, if y'all kids go to MPS, everybody under the sound of my voice need to take their kids somewhere and see if they got high lead levels. Let's start right there. Like, my counterparts is doing it. Over the weekend, over on a Saturday. 250 kids. They know what I'm telling y'all. It's true. So it ain't even, look, I ain't even comparing it. I ain't gonna even compare the action because they did the right action. They did the right action. And salute to those parents. Salute. But I ain't seeing the same motion on my side of town. And it's been going on for years. I've been talking about this for years. Trying to find spots. I couldn't even get nobody to give me a huge spot. I had to go and go to the churches, a house of prayer. I'm trying to find places to hold meetings. The leadership whispering about it. They not holding no meetings. I ain't seen it. I think Tom Barrett tried to give out some filters one time. Tried to give out some filters. And the filters was raggedy because I had got one. And I didn't even last long. It was just to quiet people down. And these people know what lead does to young people. They know. They not trying to get ahead of it, and they slow. I had to raise a lot of fuss. Me and other people that didn't want the lead laterals in their homes, other organizations that joined in that tried to bring awareness. And many times it fell on deaf ears because folks was not, even on the north side, we got a lot of things we got to worry about. But if the water was coming out or it was obvious, I think that there would be a more outrage. But since it's not obvious and the water ain't brown and things, you can't see it until you get a test, it's working on the inside. But we do know for a fact that there was a situation with the health department where they fudged the numbers from the WIC place that was doing the lead poison test. We do know that there was an issue with those testings, and nobody went to jail for it. And they tried to get the old health department, the black dude, they made him the scapegoat. I still ain't seen him go to trial. They probably dropped it. I don't know. It was just a big fuss. Everybody was pointing the finger, and nobody was gathering the community together to tell what was really going on or how to prevent it. This is what was going on. Daycares, houses, schools. So if they getting the water from the tap at the daycare and it's coming through a lead lateral, all of a sudden these kids in school, they drinking from the fountain and it's got some lead in it. They said ain't no right amount of lead for human consumption. Ain't no right amount. That's all I'm saying. So where the outrage on our side of town for how quiet it's been about this situation? Now that it didn't happen to some children that may not look like my children, it's an outrage. They want to know. And God bless them. Because they should. And they doing the right thing. DJ Brother Z, I can't count how many times I done came on this air over the years, over the last, over 4 years, talking about this. Damn. I got to go to break. You know what? Before I say something, boy, I'm going to have to give me an after show podcast and just straight. I can't say it. I can't say it. All I'm gonna say is get your kids tested. If your kids go to public schools and you ain't sending no water with them and they drinking and where they getting their water from, it's not the water, it's the lead laterals. And they say it's paint. And many times it could be both. But get your kid tested for lead today.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Saving energy and money is easier than you think. Here are 2 simple things you can do to reduce your energy use and lower your energy bill. Use thermal curtains to reduce each room's energy loss by up to 25%, and make sure vents aren't blocked by furniture or rugs to improve airflow and comfort. Simple, smart savings. Get more energy-saving tips at WeEnergies.com.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. The Army National Guard responds to disasters such as wildfires and floods. They protect us with missile defense, cybersecurity, and civilian support teams for chemical, biological, and radiological hazards. Be there for your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. We talk a lot about the unprecedented quality and service you get from Pella. But talking to the people who work there, you can tell how much they genuinely love what they do. Helping fulfill people's dreams is very rewarding to them, and it shows through their tremendous efforts. Pella consultants take the time to listen to each customer, finding the right solution that works for their home. They know that everyone's situation is different. Maybe you have a historic home you're renovating, or it's a new build with unique finishes. Pella designers can customize windows and doors to perfectly match any one-of-a-kind abode. They're with you from start till finish. It's like having a friend on call throughout the project and beyond. They don't disappear after the sale. Right now, take advantage of windows as low as $32 per month and doors as low as $89 per month. Certain restrictions apply. Ends March 31st, 2025. Get started today at PellaWI.com.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone? So different.
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At understood.org, we provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/thereason to get started.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snibe. The Milwaukee Bucks dropped a tough one on Sunday night, falling to OKC by a final score of 121-105. After the game, head coach Doc Rivers discussing his team not playing up to the best team from the West.
I think that was the difference, and you can feel it, you can see it. I thought the one guy with us was Giannis. I thought he had that intention. He felt that. No one else. I don't think anyone else did. I thought that was the difference in the game.
Next up for the Bucks is a 10-day road trip out west. They'll start with Golden State on Tuesday night. Over to college hoops, where the Wisconsin Badgers fell to Michigan in the Big Ten championship game. The Badgers did, however, secure the 3 seed in the bracket. They'll face off with 14-seeded Montana on Thursday to begin the tournament. And Marquette awarded the 7 seed. They'll face off against New Mexico on Friday in the opening round of the NCAA tournament. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We got another story that I want to talk about. This is right here in Milwaukee, once again, MPS schools. This is at Cristo Rey High School in Milwaukee. A former security manager hid cameras in the girls' locker room, and the family needs answers. That the families that are affected needs answers. I guess they had a meeting with the families in the gymnasium, and people are upset. Once again, a former security person from the school, Cristo Rey High School in Milwaukee, they are seeking answers right now for a camera that was allegedly found in the girls' locker room. We have some audio, some video from the family, if you're watching as we broadcast live on YouTube and social media. Let's listen.
A chaotic school board meeting ended in a student walkout at Cristo Rey Jesuit High School in Milwaukee.
Families are pushing for answers after charges were filed against a former employee. Abril Preciado is here with the apology from the school presidents.
Parents say their main frustration is the school's communication. For several days, Fox 6 has been asking for interviews. Today, the school president went on camera. This was the scene Friday morning at Cristo Rey Jesuit High School's board meeting.
It makes us sad, it makes us angry, the fact that they're minimizing this situation.
They only heard our concerns. They never tried to answer our questions.
The meeting ended in an early dismissal for students. Many were already walking out and getting picked up by their parents just before noon.
It hurts just how they just broke our trust like that.
This comes days after former security coordinator Fernando Bustos was charged with invasion of privacy. He is accused of hiding cameras inside the girls' locker room.
We don't want to know those things. We want to know clarification.
Parents say they're upset. They only learned what happened this week, after Bustos was charged. That's nearly 2 weeks after the school called police about the hidden cameras, and nearly 1 year after prosecutors say Bustos started recording.
This is a tremendously difficult time for our community.
School President Andrew Stith says they were trying to balance informing families and preserving the investigation.
We're doing our best to keep our parents informed in the midst of an active criminal investigation, and we're working with police. We're working, as best we can with all of the folks that are involved in this issue.
Stith said no red flags popped up in Bustos' hiring, and the school followed all state and local requirements.
Will students or parents get an apology from the school?
We are very sorry that this has all happened, right? We are very sorry that this has happened. Our hearts are broken. And I want to express that. I expressed that this morning. We're going to make changes to ensure that it doesn't again.
Hey.
And the school promises families regular updates and changes, and they will make sure this doesn't happen again. We have details of those changes.
Hey, look, all right, so, so here we go. And the transparency is where we at with a lot of this, because sometimes when something happens, we just want to know, we just want answers to our questions. And when they don't answer the questions, this is when you get the outrage. This is when, because I want to know if my daughter on the video. I want to know what's going on. Can we figure out what did he do with it or what's going on? Not really a city girl in the chat says, has this investigation been going on for a year? I don't know. Like what I'm saying is, when parents are talking and they're trying to, and you're trying to use a PR stunt, that ain't the time to use the PR stunt. You know what I mean? We want answers. We trusted our children to be here in a safe environment. Once again, another story affecting the children in a negative way, and the failure of the leadership to actually give accurate or transparent information. This is all I'm saying. With the lead poisoning, with the cameras, with the money, we're filling out the paperwork every other day, every other week is something going on with NPS. And now we got a superintendent that's here. I guess they trying to push the clean slate idea. She what? I heard she getting what, 400,000? Somebody asked me, Tory, what would you want to ask the superintendent, the new superintendent? I said it's simple. It's simple. This ain't even rocket science. I want to know, is she coming in to manage NPS or to regroup, rethink, and reshape NPS? And this is how you know. If she comes into office and don't bring new people in and replace old ideas, she's managing because she got the same people. She's just a different face. She's just a manager. She haven't tried to bring her people in. I'm finna gut this out. I'm finna bring my own people in. I'm finna pull a fair east side like Joe Clark. You know what I mean? And what he said, they used to call me Joe Clark. Now they call me Batman. If he coming in, changing, rearranging, and shaking things up. If she ain't finna come in and change and rearrange and shake things up, she there to manage. They not gonna do nothing. She not gonna do nothing different. She just gonna get a bigger bag. to keep the same stuff going. She going to show up smiling. And how you going to win with the same coaches that was losing in the first place? What Lauryn Hill say? How you gonna win when you ain't right within? NPS ain't right within. How you gonna win? How the kids gonna win? If you're not coming in gutting out, placing some real people that can make some changes or some, get your people in there, how you gonna come in, just change one idea and keep the rest of the people the same? That means the nature and the attitude is gonna be the same. That's all I'm saying. That's how I know that's how I know people ain't gonna do nothing. How you gonna do something with the same people that wasn't doing nothing? Most people who really make change, they clear it all out. They clear the whole thing out. We finna start fresh. We finna start from scratch. We finna work our way up. We got Brother Love on the lines. Brother Love, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hello.
How you doing, Brother Love?
Hey, Tory, man, such a pleasure for you having me on, my brother. First of all, I want to start off, my brother, and be like, I don't want to argue, brother. I'm peaceful, and I want to be cool, man. I respect your platform, and I just want to respect your platform and show love. That's it, and support. There you go.
Thank you, Brother Love. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, brother. And I wanted to add.
You want to answer the question of the day?
What was the question of the day again?
Is a woman able to take a man out and pay for the first date?
Tory, you know what? Yeah, man. That's the, and that's what's the problem is. A lot of young men, young men. That's why a lot of this youth violence and intimate partner violence. A lot of these young guys haven't had a chance, 14, 15-year-olds, to have a real woman. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had. I'm 14, 15. I ain't had sex yet, but you know what I'm saying. A little trigger, a little stepper, he ready to crash out. But you know what I'm saying. He ain't even had sex with a woman yet. You know what I'm saying. So I think that's what I think every young man needs a chance to have a real woman, to have some experience in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Before he say, hey, let's just end it all.
So if a woman takes you out, if it's the first date, should she be able to pay, or do the man pay? I tell you like this, Tory, and that's the problem with black women right now. They try to all ask you about your relationship. Well, what was your last relationship? No, don't compare yourself to my last ex, because she was a real woman. She showed me love in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? When I ain't have no car, I'm walking, I ain't had nothing. Next thing you know, I got her car, I got the apartment. Cause when I'm in a relationship, I don't care if you got your own car, own money. When I'm in there, all that's mine. I'm running everything. Because I'm giving my all. You know what I'm saying? You have to be responsible for a woman, because I ain't never been in a relationship where a woman had a problem. Or I'm responsible for everything. You protected everything. So yeah. Okay. So women be acting like that, but they don't know how real that woman was in the beginning of the relationship. A woman can be real. So, you know what I mean? I'll give you a little story, Tory, and I'm done. That's how I met my real woman in a relationship. She had all the education. She had all the money. I didn't have that, but I was just real. You know what I'm saying? I was just me. So she had all that. So I didn't have to spend no money. She did everything. And I tell you like this, Tory, and I'm done. If a woman don't give me sex and money in the beginning, I'm done. I'm not building no relationship. What? Okay.
Yes. Because that symbolizes her.
Okay.
That's her. Every woman is different, Tory. This is not for every woman. Right. Every woman is different.
Everybody has different.
A real woman, Tory. It's a lot of real women out there, and a real woman going to, if you real with her, and that's the thing that I hate now about relationships. Women ain't real like they used to be. I always depended on that dynamic of a woman to be real in the relationship. And then that way I can be my authentic self. But now they're not like that, so I can be anything in the beginning. So that's why now you see in the intimate, that's why I reference the intimate part of the violence. Now you get a young man going through a hard time in a relationship. He said, "Oh, you got to go, peon, push on." But see, he receives that as, "Hey, okay, oh really? You gonna do me like that? I got 4 kids. You gonna do me like that? And I'm going through a little hard time. Okay, I'm gonna catch you at this stoplight. And I'm gonna let 4 off through your windshield."
Hold on.
And then in the end, we gonna see who wins.
Wait a minute, Gabe.
See, and it's crazy.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that was different.
You see what I'm saying?
We ain't promoting no domestic now. We ain't doing that.
No,
But you said that's what they
men
think.
perceive disrespect. If he can't be authentic, he can't be respectful. He can't take care of his kids. He gonna just say, "Hey, Corey, if you're at home with your wife and your woman, and she come home and say, 'Hey, man, you know what? You just go, get out now. Take your stuff. I don't care. Just go.'"
So you saying that's
and you ain't seeing your kids. He's just triggering, and men don't know how to deal with it. I dealt with it through, and mental illness is a part of it too. I dealt with it through, just having, a lot of sick sisters and real sisters and showing me love and women showing me love, stuff like that. I dealt with it through, making myself a better person, but that's just me. Every brother don't deal with it the same. That's why I respect every young, if I can speak to every young stepper, whatever they call themselves right now, young brother, stepper, whatever they call themselves, man, I just pray that they get everything that they need, desire, intend, and all they expected. I just pray that they get everything that God has for them, and when they go through something in a relationship, have a little patience with the female, have a little patience with the woman, and maybe things will change.
All right, Brother Love. Hey, it sounded like it was a little part in there that didn't have no love in there. But like I said, this is, salute to having a black talk radio station. But I'll say this. A lot of men, when it comes to and I'm talking about the first date, paying on the first date, when we first get together, I think that as the relationship goes on, people do what they got to do. You know what I mean? People do what they got to do. Sylvia in the chat says, "I don't mind taking a gentleman out on the first day. I mean, what's wrong with that?" She goes on to say, "I'm not saying every day that we go out, but the first date is not a big deal because if you like it and I like it and we'll date and we'll go out again," you know what I mean? It's just, a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on that first date, DJ Brother Z. 833-212-1017, talk to text. Question of the day: could a woman approach a man and say, "Hey, I'm paying. I want to go out with you. I want to have a good time. I'm paying for the first date"? Hey, if you have done it, hit me on the lines, 833-212-1017. Look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Join your boy Tory Lowe and the Truth team for our community cleanup on Saturday, April 12th. Go to truthcommunitycleanup.com to sign up to volunteer at one of our 3 cleanup locations. Everyone who joins gets a free lunch provided by Cousin Subs. Register today by visiting truthcommunitycleanup.com. Bring the whole family to help clean our city. The Tory Lowe Cleanup is presented by 1MKE and sponsored by Cousin Subs, Ray's Coca-Cola, Landmark Credit Union, and Waste Management.
Donald Trump is out of control, stopping payments for healthcare and food for hungry kids, eliminating the Department of Education, and letting unelected billionaire Elon Musk fire anyone he wants and get access to your most private information. We need a Supreme Court justice who will keep them in check before they go too far. That's Judge Susan Crawford.
I'm Judge Susan Crawford. As a former prosecutor and now as a judge, I believe in protecting you, your family, and your right to privacy, and that women have the right to make their own decisions about their health care. Because to me, that's just common sense.
Donald Trump and Elon Musk are both backing Brad Schimmel, he'll do whatever they want. That's why we need Judge Susan Crawford, the common sense judge who will keep them in check. Judge Susan Crawford for Supreme Court. Paid for by Susan Crawford for Wisconsin. Crawford for WI.com.
Truth Nation, gear up for a great time as Sports Milwaukee hosts Milwaukee Tailgate Week, presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Set for April 24th to the 26th, Milwaukee Tailgate Week features a variety of gridiron activations for all ages, steeped in Milwaukee's iconic sports history, attractions, brews, restaurants, and venues. As the 2025 draft takes center stage in Green Bay, Sports Milwaukee and the Cream City are excited to welcome the football world back to Wisconsin. For tickets, go to visitmilwaukee.org/tailgate. Brought to you by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world class.
Is your washing machine not quite getting the job done the way you expected? Running your dryer over and over because it is taking forever to dry your clothes? Be frustrated no more, because Create Suds Laundromat in Milwaukee can get rid of all your washing and drying headaches. They offer new big load washers and dryers to reduce your cleaning time and even have free Wi-Fi for customers. Stop battling with stubborn stains and piles of laundry and visit Create Suds Laundromat. They are open every day from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious accident? It's free. Yes, free, as in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. There's never a fee until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What's up, man? Can you please, baby? Please? Can you please? I said, baby, can you please? Shake it for me. I've been geeked up in the since 11, it's past 3. Can you get up off my that's a seat for the fees? I just took one hit, cocked it back, now let it breathe, let it breathe.
Truth Nation, our 4th annual Tory Lowe Community Cleanup, is on Saturday, April 12th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And we want you to be there. Go to truthcommunitycleanup.com to sign up to volunteer to help keep Milwaukee clean. Everyone who registers will get a free lunch provided by Cousin Subs. Register today at truthcommunitycleanup.com to help keep our city beautiful. The Tory Lowe Cleanup, Saturday, April 12th, from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. is presented by 1MKE, We Are 1MKE, and sponsored by Cousin Subs, Ray's Coca-Cola, Landmark Credit Union, and Waste Management. All right, so, hey, look, I can't wait to see y'all out April 12th. It's going to be powerful. And if y'all want the lunch by Cousin Subs, you got to register, because we got to know how many people we got to have food for. So you got to register. Go to truthcommunitycleanup.com and register today. Hey, it's a lot of people saying they was organizing their peoples to come out for the cleanup. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be powerful, Truth Nation. It's early in the year. Let's get out here and make a difference in neighborhoods. And I appreciate, Truth Nation, everybody that's going to come out in advance. We got a lot of work to do, but we here for it. We here for it. Also, everybody heard about the shooting that took place. Once again, a woman has lost her life, a mother in the city has lost her life. And, I seen a post, and I shared it on my page, and this was sad. This was sad because this is the truth. And I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to read it exactly as it was posted. I'm not going, and a lot of people agreed with this post. The post said, "White clubs be free and fun. Black clubs be $40 and you might die." This is what they saying now. And this post got over 10,000 shares. with people kind of agreeing that when you go to clubs in urban areas, you pay high fees and something can happen that may cause you injury. Well, we got some video as we broadcast live on YouTube about what took place over the weekend. Let's listen.
Well, 4 double shootings in Milwaukee this weekend, 2 of them early this morning. Milwaukee police say a 40-year-old and 35-year-old were wounded near 76 in Silver Spring, and a 33-year-old woman was killed in a double shooting near 107th in Granville. We have confirmed through friends and loved ones the victim is Bernicia Butcher. Her Facebook page says she was a mother of 4. A 30-year-old was shot at the same time at that scene, survived. Police have not made any arrests this weekend. We turn to another double shooting from this weekend, this one happening on Saturday, all within an hour of each other. A 16 and 19-year-old wounded near 44th, and again, 23 and 32-year-old were shot near Fond du Lac and Baldwin. All 4 of those victims did survive.
All right, so all I'm saying is, once again, the same old story. You know, we got to get ahead of this. I'll tell you this, you know, I'm so exhausted with trying to get ahead of a lot of this and trying to do preventative ideas and trying to get everybody in the same mind frame to say, hey, look, we all got to pitch in to try to bring this together. And many times we can't control somebody's emotions or how they're going to respond. But I think that many times we got to make sure that we protect what we do have, the places we do go. A lot of times when we talk about grand opening on the north side, shortly after that is grand closing, because situations like this, people lose their life. Now you got to confront these establishments, and we're working to get some of these families from this incident on the Tory Lowe Show because we want to make sure that we take the proper action. Was there enough security? Was there things in place that could have actually kind of resolved this to where somebody didn't have to lose their life? We always ask these questions when there's a shooting, especially in the club. And many times when we talk about the management ideas and the security ideas, it could go a lot of different ways. But I think that there's a lot of people right now that want to see that club that this happened at, they want to see it shut down. And I seen a lot of people posting. I was tagged in a lot of posts. And here we go again. We got to take action. Condolences to the families, everybody that was affected by these shootings over the weekend. When we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Day 1, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive, like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
And Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go?
I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom! I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. Feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And the question of the day, DJ Brothers, we got the poll in the chat. What's going on with the poll? With the question of the day?
62% of people think it's acceptable for a woman to take a man out on the first date and pay for it, and 38% of people say it's not acceptable.
It's not acceptable. So 38% saying it's not acceptable, and 52% saying it's all right. Go on, take him out. Go on, show him a good time. He probably stressed out. But I got some reasons why a woman might pay for the dinner on the first date. I got a few reasons why, and a few reasons why men may feel some type of way. But if you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. And you can get in the chat. Get in the chat and holler back as we broadcast live on YouTube. Now, I got a couple things here where I did a little research. Reasons why a woman might pay for dinner. The number one reason is, DJ Brother Z, independence. She values her financial independence and wants to demonstrate that she can take care of herself. Let me pay for it. No expectations. Ain't no expectations. She doesn't want to feel obligated to the man or create unrealistic expectations about the date. Maybe she just want to chat. Take all that extra stuff out the way. No strings attached, DJ Brother Z. When the woman pay for it, hey, ain't no strings attached. She wants to make it clear that there are no strings attached to the date and that she's not looking for anything in return. Also, confidence. They saying that a woman that may pay for the first date may have a lot of confidence. She's confident in herself and her financial situation, and paying for dinner is a way to show that confidence. Sylvia says, exactly, I'm independent. I'm an independent woman. I always have been. Also, she could be just showing appreciation. She might just appreciate what you are, who you are. Showing appreciation. She wants to show her appreciation for the date and the effort to the man to put, and show the effort the man to the man by putting and planning out an event for both. She want to show, hey, look, I could plan something. I could take you to a nice place. Also, it could mean, hey, if I'm taking you somewhere and you see what I did for you, you can't go no less than this. You know, I did this for you. Now you the man. You got to step up. I'm trying to show you how you got to do me. Maybe she's showing you how to do it. What do you think about that, DJ Brother Z?
Yeah, she could be showing you how she wants to be treated.
Right. Like, okay, this is how I'm treating you. Reciprocity. Hey, some of y'all women expect men to just know. Y'all just want men to come in and figure it all out. Maybe she just saying, hey, look, I'm going to take you out, and this is her example of what taking me out looks like. Or, the standard, the quality. Because if she can do it for herself, she don't need you to do it. So you may have to step up to the plate and try to do, keep it at that level. But this is a couple reasons why men may feel a little uncomfortable, DJ Brother Z, when a woman pays for dinner on the first date. And the first reason is traditional expectations. We got traditional expectations. I'm supposed to be the man. I'm the man. I'm him. I'm going to pay. Men are often socialized to believe that they should pay for dates, and when a woman pays, it can challenge these traditional expectations. Tradition. Also, a man might feel a loss of control. I ain't got control over the situation. This is why most men want to pay for the date to show I'm the provider. But if she pay for it, it's a loss of control. This is what they're saying. When a woman pays, the man may feel like he lost control over the dating situation. Like Tony Smith said, he might feel, is you trying to hit on me? I'm trying to hit on you. I'm taking you out. Yeah, I'm trying to see what's happening there. Also, they said that when it comes to men feeling a little discomfort for women paying for the date, is because that ego getting bruised. Hey, what you trying to say? Am I the female in this, or what? I mean, do you want something afterwards? A little something, a little nightcap? What you trying to do? Bruising the ego bruising. A man's ego may be bruised if he feels like he can't provide for his date or take care of the bill. Christopher Giles says, why can't the woman accept that some men just keep things simple in life? Hey, if y'all want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017, hit us up in the chat as well. Hey, look, also they saying that men may feel a little discomfort from a woman paying for the first date because the fear of being seen as weak. Y'all seen them social media videos where the girl paying for it and the man behind them doing the hug from behind while she paying for it? Y'all seen them social media videos where that's the broke hug? When they paying and the dude hugging her from behind while she paying. Y'all, it was a whole series of Facebook videos and social media videos on this, the woman paying for something, and people was frowning on it. But they're saying that men may feel discomfort when women pay for dinner or when they go out on, especially the first date, fear of being seen as weak. A man may fear that if he allows the woman to pay, he'll be seen as weak or unable to take care of himself. I don't know. Y'all got to chime in, man. This is what they saying. This is what they talking about. Another thing they're saying is, I don't know, this might be DJ Brother Z. This might be the one that may be bothering you, DJ Brother Z. Fear of being taken advantage of on a date. Fear of being taken advantage of. A man may worry that if he allows a woman to pay, she may take advantage of him or expect something in return. DJ Brother Z. Don't this sound like what females say about going out and having to go out on dates and these expectations after a man pays for a meal? This is the same thing. Men feel the same way. But and this is the last one I'm going to say. This is the last one. Emotional vulnerability. They're feeling vulnerable, emotionally vulnerable. A man may feel uncomfortable with the emotional vulnerability that comes with accepting a woman's payment, as it requires him to be open and receptive. Now, if she paying, you got to sit there and listen. Yeah, sit there and listen. Ken Ryu 0351 Ryu, man, if a woman pays for the first date, it's a setup. at least in Memphis. He said, hey, in Memphis, if a woman paid for the first date, you may have to tuck your chain in. Somebody might be coming from the side. I don't know. It's word on the street. Look, I don't mind. Look, I'll tell you this. If y'all in a relationship and the relationship is already off and running, if it's already off and running, the back and forth is going to happen. But that first date, though, it sets the tempo. Sam King says, perfect example, a thin line between love and hate, the movie. She had more money than Martin. Right. And people can get psycho. Once you start allowing a person to control the finances and stuff like that, or like, feel like they're putting money towards something, they gonna want to return on them dollars. They gonna want to return on them dollars, and it ain't gotta be no monetary thing. Yeah. Hold on. If that wasn't the case, doing something strange for a little change wouldn't exist. I mean, you ain't always got to take cash. Some people ain't taking cash. They taking something else. Hey, all I'm saying is, that's the question of the day. If y'all want to chime in, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Is it acceptable for a woman to pay on the first date? And they going crazy in the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat. This is why you got to be raised right, DJ Brother Z. Yeah, I was raised to pay for the first date. Like, look, if a male is interested in a female, we're taught that, hey, we got to take them out, talk to them, let's get a conversation going. The first date is the good conversation starter to get to know somebody, if that's the case. A home-cooked meal is good too. I'd rather get the home-cooked meal than to go out on the date. I'd rather for, if she's gonna do it, I'd rather for her to say, hey, I got a home-cooked meal for you. Now, that's not paying for it like going out on a date, but it's still, I can accept the home-cooked meal. Because now I can taste the food and see what's happening in. I don't know. Somebody says, Felix in the chat says, this is in Eddie wheelhouse. Hey, we ain't heard from Eddie in a minute. But I'm going to tell you this. This is something y'all got to think about because they turning the tides. And a lot of y'all say it's a double standard. But is it a double standard when it comes to paying for the first date? Curly Q says, no one should enter anyone's home on a first date. It ain't safe. Yeah, I agree. Even if it's a picnic. Yeah, you can go on a picnic. A picnic is a home-cooked meal. Maybe it's because I help a lot of people and I'm always going to people's houses. And I ain't even dating them. Maybe I said that out of me being an advocate. Because I'm always in folks' houses, and I ain't even dating them. They first thing I get on the phone, Tory, I need you to come over here. I gotta go straight over there, and we get to work. I work from the front rooms, but yeah, you're right, Curly Q. It's not if you don't know this person and nothing about this person, and many times even if you do, you want to fill them out. So yeah, that's true. Ken says, home cooking, no spaghetti. Oh, here we go. It's true. Is it true what they say about the spaghetti, DJ Brother Z?
I don't eat spaghetti.
Because of that reason. They saying that they got the love potion on it. They can put the love potion on the spaghetti and make you fall in love. That's a day. Christopher in the chat says, for richer or poor, for married couples, but for relationships, you better have the riches or I don't want you. Better have the riches. Felix says it's the garlic. Look at Look, I'm finna run the break. Y'all, I'm finna run the break before we get too deep in this spaghetti thing. Hey, look, when we come back, we gonna have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Milwaukee Black Talk.
And Joe Biden wasn't very controversial. He wasn't. Now, he might have done some things in his long, storied past, but if you all have been in the same line of work for 46 years, you probably have done some questionable things too. Joe Biden was a safe choice. He was a level of common sense. He was a level of stability. He was a familiar political commodity. Democrats don't have that right now. Democrats are caught with their pants completely down.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Finding stable housing shouldn't be a struggle. The Milwaukee Rental Housing Resource Center connects renters, property owners, and partners to the resources they need, whether it's rental assistance, legal aid, mediation, or tenant education. No matter what your situation is, you do not have to go at it alone. Get assistance today by visiting renthelpmke.org. That is renthelpmke.org, or stop by their office at 728 North James Lovell Street in Milwaukee. At the Milwaukee Rental Housing Resource Center, they are here for all your housing needs.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
President Trump and Elon Musk are forcing radical changes in Washington, from stopping payments for health care and threatening to restrict abortion rights to accessing Americans' private information. With Washington out of control, who we elect to the Wisconsin Supreme Court could be the last line of defense of our rights. The ACLU Voter Education Fund does not endorse or oppose candidates, but wants you to cast an informed vote in the Wisconsin Supreme Court election. So where do the candidates land on issues like abortion? Brad Schimmel stated he supports banning abortion. Susan Crawford successfully protected abortion rights while representing Planned Parenthood in Wisconsin. We need a Wisconsin Supreme Court that can be a check and balance to protect us when our rights are threatened at the federal level. On April 1st, Wisconsin voters will make a critical decision about the future of abortion in our state. To learn more about the Wisconsin Supreme Court candidates, visit aclu.org/WI2025. Paid for by ACLU Voter Education Fund, 212-549-2500. Not authorized by any candidate or candidate's agent or committee.
ACLU Voter Education Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, our 4th annual Tory Lowe Community Cleanup is Saturday, April 12th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And we want to be outside. We need the whole community to show up. Go to truthcommunitycleanup.com to sign up to volunteer to help keep Milwaukee clean. Everyone who registers for the cleanup, for the last cleanup site, you got to register. Now I'm hearing that you got to register for the last cleanup site. Will get free lunch provided by Cousin Subs. Register today at truthcommunitycleanup.com to clean and beautify our city together. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup, Saturday, April 12th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Presented by 1MKE. We are 1MKE. Sponsored by Cousin Subs, Ray Coca-Cola, Landmark Credit Union, and Waste Management. Once again, if you want to get the Cousin Subs, you got to register to clean up the last cleanup site. Because after we clean up the last cleanup site, that's when we'll go have lunch provided by Cousin Subs. So if you want to eat, you got to register. All right, it's going to be powerful. April 12th. I can't wait to get outside. But we got another story that I want to cover before we get out of here. And I talked about it a little bit with Tony Smith at the top of the first hour of the show. The Democratic Party's favorability has hit record lows in 2 polls after 2024 losses. And we, once again, we talk about, parties and people supporting ideas. And an NBC new poll found that 27% of registered voters say they view the party favorably. 27%, the lowest favorability rating for Democrats in NBC polls going back to 1990. We got some video of this, what they've been saying. We got some video if you watching as we broadcast live on YouTube. Let's listen.
The Democrats are officially in crisis. This was confirmed by polling on both NBC and CNN over the weekend, which showed the Democrats are in dire straits, recording their lowest ever approval ratings in history.
Look at the numbers here for Democrats. 27% positive, more than double 55% negative. And we'll just put this on a graph for you in our poll here. This goes back a long ways, and you can see the trend line for both parties. This is what's happened to the Democrats since the election.
That is astonishing, Steve. That's an historic low, right?
That is in more than 30 years of this poll. We've never seen either party hit a number this low.
And this wasn't an outlier. A CNN poll indicated very similar results.
Good morning. Welcome Inside Politics Sunday. I'm Manu Raju. First up this morning, a brand new exclusive CNN poll that paints a brutal reality for Democrats as they struggle to mount a unified opposition to President Trump. Americans' favorable views of the Democratic Party's brand are at a record low, just 29%. That's compared to 36% for Republicans. It is the lowest ever recorded for Democrats in CNN polling going back more than 30 years. As you can see, the party's numbers dropping a staggering 20 points in just 4 years.
CNN doubled down on the diabolical figures, with this host sticking the knife in further.
I'm a big fan of the oldies, and when it comes to the feelings that Americans, voters at large, and Democrats have, I can't help but think of Chubby Checker. Why is that? Because the question is, how low can you go? Voters' views of Democrats in Congress, the lowest ever approval ratings on record per Quinnipiac University. Look at this. Approve, 21% among all voters. Look at the disapprove level. Holy Toledo, 68% of all voters disapprove of how Democrats are doing in Congress. Now, you might think that is low, and this is the lowest number on your screen here, down at 21%. But I want to bring you over here to how Democratic voters feel, because this is truly unbelievable. Amongst their own party, how do Democratic representative senators, how are they viewed? Get this, the plurality disapprove at 49%. More Democrats disapprove of the job that their party is doing in Congress than approve. Get this, only 40% approve. These are truly horrific numbers. They're in the trash bin of history. That is how low these approval ratings are. When you can't even get plurality approval among your own party, you know you're doing something wrong in the eyes of the American public.
All right.
Online commentators...
y'all go and look it up yourselves. Y'all be thinking I don't say nothing. I just let it play itself out, because I've already said my piece. I said what I genuinely feel, and let it be that, but at the end of the day, we're starting to see the numbers come in from their own people. CNN and NBC are liberal ideas. This is them. It had nothing to do with me. This is what it is. We got Al on the lines. I guess he want to react to the drop in polling. How you doing, Al?
I'm doing wonderful. See, the problem is with the Democratic Party, they have to fight with the evilness and the devil's spirit. They have been too nice. So you don't let nobody bully you. When they punch you in your face, you stab them in the top of their head. When they go low, you open the devil's door. The Democratic Party has been too nice. They don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. You got to hurt their feelings, the kids' feelings, and you got to go to the cemetery and dig up the body and hurt theirs too. They've been too nice. So what the problem is, they want to show like they're so civil. See, the Republican Party, they got their guns. They say what they want because they don't care. The Democrat got to use the same devilish energy. The good words of my great-grandmother, she said, when they hurt you, you got to hurt them harder until they bleed. Until the Democrat Party goes down and open the devil's door and call on the spirits of their ancestors to come snatch their souls and spirits while they sleep. The Democratic Party is going to continue to fall. But the Democratic Party got to fight with a bigger and a devil energy. That's why I always say, keep a devil on both shoulders and in your pocket. Because when they move, you move just as fast. And when they hit you hard, you hit them so harder that the person in the family who's in the cemetery going to wake up with, with a raging headache and a concussion. That's the only problem.
That's pretty hard, Al.
Republicans.
That's pretty hard.
That's fine. That's fine with me because I believe we'll do unto others as you want done to you. See, you got to understand, Republicans say what they want, then they play victim. Democrats doesn't do that. I'm not going to play no victim because I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to talk about you, your kids, your mammy, and the dead. And I might even go to the cemetery and vomit on their gravestone and urinate on their grave.
That may be the reason why they're down in the polls.
So the Democrats have to fight with a devil energy. You don't let nobody walk over you. And see, when Republicans say all they little stuff, the Democrats got to be on the front line and say, come on with it, boo, because I got something for you. That's why Republicans are feeling themselves. But we always know when they get called on their stuff, they always want to play the victim. When in doubt, let the devil the hell out. And that's what I stand on. Have a great day.
All right, Al. Hey. All right. Well, a lot of these polling is peer-to-peer, Democrat to Democrat. A couple of these polls, and they not approving of how they taking care of stuff. Hey, I think it's a lot of reshaping that got to take place. Plus, like I said, in my community, the Democrats do have a stronghold locally, and they have the advantage. If they want to turn this around, in my opinion, they're going to have to start getting boots on the ground and becoming a more result-based party, instead of a bunch of fluff and talk and all this extra. They got the infrastructure already in our neighborhoods already to get out and put something in as something tangible, but that's not happening. And that's where I feel that the problem is being with the Democratic Party. A lot of people got voter fatigue because they get hyped up to get out and vote, but they ain't got nothing to show for it. They ain't got nothing in their hands to show, hey, this is what happened with my community. This is what happened with the education system. This is what happened with the economics in my neighborhood. And if this continues the way it is, if it continues, if it's now at these low approval ratings in 30 years, I said that more people are going to abandon that party because they don't have nothing to show for it. And then with all of that stuff that was the talk about the campaign and how the money was spent this last time, y'all all heard how the money was spent. A lot of those big donors, they may jump ship too. They may jump ship. With the approval rating this low, why put money in a bucket with a hole in it? Why put money in a bucket with a hole in it? This is just logic. This is just common sense. So right now, I've been telling folks, this is why I haven't really been talking about a lot of the things that's going on with politics, because I'm trying to let it all play out. And all the fear-mongering and everything. No, I'm just trying to give it some time to play itself out, because pretty soon we're going to have some solid numbers here. And this is within the Democratic Party. A lot of those numbers, they are disapproving of themselves of how they handling the situations. And so when you see a lot of infighting, y'all don't think it's another party that can emerge, but all they need is the money. All they need is the money. So all the big donors that donate to these politicians and things like that, all they got to do is find something that the people trust a little bit more, and all of the money go to this. And you think that the Democrat can't fall into a third party? Okay. I mean, I'm telling you, if it's going into the next election and the numbers are unapproving, they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to find a way to get around the mistrust of America. They're going to have to, and if you ain't fighting, if you don't have good statistics within the group, and then America feels a certain way about it, they may be edging on a situation where another party, another stronger idea can come along and challenge maybe the Republican Party. And all they need is the backing from the donors, and it's off and running. You think that can't happen? All the big money people got to do is switch ideas, and it's gonna happen just like that. And you're gonna be holding a sign up for the other party, talk about you jumping ship too. A lot of the liberal ideas are confused. It is. It's what it is. You can hear them. I'm talking about the people. I'm talking about they people. Not y'all. Y'all want to point it at Tory Lowe. This. A lot of these statistics is within the party. It had nothing to do with what I'm saying. I said what I said. I said what I said years ago. Notice I don't hardly say nothing now because the implosion was inevitable. I already said what I had to say. That's why y'all tuned in. But now y'all seeing the outcomes. The people. Now we're going to start seeing people turning on each other. Hey, it's happening. I said it way ahead of time. I said this over a year and a half. What's happening now, I said over a year and a half ago, and people called on the show with high blood pressure. Tried to say this and that, tried to cancel Tory Lowe. Because I said the truth. Because I said what I had to say a long time ago. I don't have to say it now. Just watch it play out. That's all I ain't said nothing since Trump got elected. Why? Because we back on the front lines. We back out here grinding. But trust me, the imploding is happening right now. Everything I said that was going to happen is taking place right now. Whether you like what I said or not, it's going on. Winky. You on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, good afternoon to you.
How you doing, brother?
Everything you saying, I'm blessed, man. Everything you saying is pretty much correct. We you know, to strike a third party, it'd be kind of rough. But like you said, if the money follows, then you got a chance. See, listen, brother. What we got in the black community and in the Democrat Party, we have the Urban League. That is basically, Urban League used to switch their votes around. When you had guys like Whitney Young, they were founded under a Republican idea, and they did the Republican Democrat. But they kind of went all the way here in the last 50 years with the Democrat Party. We got the Urban League, we got the NAACP, we got that Rainbow Push deal. Now that's not affiliated with the Rainbow gay movement, and then you have MAN, which is Al Sharpton group. Then you got your Black Caucuses. Those are 5 major seriously black organizations, man, that gets millions and millions of dollars, and they're all aligned with the Democrat Party. We have no representation representing us to the Republicans. The Latinos do through a group. It's a national group, a Latino national group. They are with the Republicans. Matter of fact, if you listen at 11:30 some Saturdays, they be on there. Not that particular group, but that's a group that is representing their people to the Republican Party. That's what we're lacking at. We have no representation over there because our major groups, and we need to boycott them. They're not handling the voting process properly. So therefore, we're stuck in a loop because our major groups, man, the people that are getting that money, man, they getting millions of dollars, brother. They getting the money to represent us, but they represent us on one side. And the Democrats, we need to make sure of people that we get out and save that Supreme Court for Wisconsin, or else the stuff that we voted for in the major is going to be washed right out. We've got to do that. If you don't want the kids being transgenderized, you better get to that Supreme Court. You don't want these illegal people that run into our car and then they sue us. If they wouldn't have been in the country, we wouldn't have never hit them. Okay? You better tighten up on that Supreme Court justice race. Don't let them fool you. Okay? The Democrats is riding that same horse up the hill again.
Hey. Well, look, we got to run the break. Salute to Wink for calling in. We appreciate your comments. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll be joined on the lines by advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. We talk a lot about the unprecedented quality and service you get from Pella, but talking to the people who work there, you can tell how much they genuinely love what they do. Helping fulfill people's dreams is very rewarding to them, and it shows through their tremendous efforts. Pella consultants take the time to listen to each customer, finding the right solution that works for their home. They know that everyone's situation is different. Maybe you have a historic home you're renovating, or it's a new build with unique finishes. Pella designers can customize windows and doors to perfectly match any one-of-a-kind abode. They're with you from start till finish. It's like having a friend on call throughout the project and beyond. They don't disappear after the sale. Right now, take advantage of windows as low as $32 per month and doors as low as $89 per month. Certain restrictions apply. Ends March 31st, 2025. Get started today at PellaWI.com.
The award-winning 1017 The Truth proudly celebrates Women's History Month. Listen to one of our incredible Truth teammates highlight the remarkable achievements of Black women throughout history.
What's up, Truth Nation? It's your girl, Noni Juice. And for Women's History Month, I want to highlight my girl, one of my faves, Issa Rae. Issa Rae, born on January 12, 1985, is a multifaceted talent in the entertainment industry. Best known for her role as the creator and star of the HBO series Insecure, Issa Rae has become a prominent figure in reshaping narratives around contemporary Black experiences. Born in Los Angeles, Issa Rae developed her passion for storytelling at an early age. Her journey to prominence began with the creation of the web series The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl in 2011, showcasing her unique comedic voice and garnering a dedicated online following. This success laid the foundation for Insecure, a critically acclaimed series that premiered on HBO in 2016. Issa Rae's portrayal of the lead character Issa D resonated with audiences, earning her widespread acclaim. Beyond acting, Issa Rae is a trailblazing producer committed to amplifying underrepresented voices in the industry. She founded Issa Rae Productions, contributing to projects like A Black Lady Sketch Show and Little, showcasing her dedication to fostering diversity and inclusion. In addition to her impact on screen, Issa Rae has received numerous accolades for her contributions, including Golden Globe nominations and Primetime Emmy Awards recognition. Her influence extends beyond entertainment, making her a powerful force in shaping the cultural landscape. Issa Rae's career exemplifies resilience, creativity, and a commitment to breaking barriers. So thank you, Issa Rae, for paving the way and being a beautiful representation for young women like me in the entertainment industry and beyond. We know you're always down to root for everybody Black.
Tune in to The Truth as we celebrate the greatness of Black women all month long.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityWealthManagement.com. One United Bank is the nation's largest Black-owned bank, founded back in 1968 in Boston. The bank compares itself to a GPS system for financial services, tailored to help Black Americans navigate the money world. Chairman and CEO Kevin Cohey says One United Bank is successful because it focuses on problems the average person faces.
Your truck's broke. It's going to cost $600. You don't have $600. You need to borrow. You need an emergency, small balance, short-term loan in order to solve your problem. That's a One United Bank product. You can't get a checking account because there's something that occurred in your youth. That's a One United Bank product.
One United Bank prides itself on helping to empower people in the Black community through its products and services. Helping people in the lower and middle class face small everyday problems is a big part of that mission. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snibe. The Milwaukee Bucks dropped a tough one on Sunday night, falling to OKC by a final score of 121-105. After the game, head coach Doc Rivers discussing his team not playing up to the best team from the West.
I think that was the difference. And you can feel it, you can see it. I thought the one guy with us was Giannis. I thought he had that intention. He felt that. No one else, I don't think anyone else did. I thought that was the difference in the game.
Next up for the Bucks is a 10-day a road trip out west. They'll start with Golden State on Tuesday night. Over to college hoops, where the Wisconsin Badgers fell to Michigan in the Big Ten championship game. The Badgers did, however, secure the 3 seed in the bracket. They'll face off with 14-seeded Montana on Thursday to begin the tournament. And Marquette awarded the 7 seed. They'll face off against New Mexico on Friday in the opening round of the NCAA tournament. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I need all of it. Live falling. Let go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. 30 pole, big as Giannis. Hey, bro, that's beyond me. Many shots get on side me. I don't party. Yo, money got it. Nobody money Scotty.
Truth Nation, if you're looking for a new school for your kindergarten through 8th grade student, I have the right place for you. Have you heard of Milwaukee College Prep? For nearly 3 decades, MCP has been removing unfair barriers for children in Milwaukee. At MCP, they support the entire child. They offer pre-K, mental health services, nutritional support, intervention services, and after-school programs. This in addition to their character-first approach to learning. And most importantly, your child will receive a high-quality education, as every MCP campus earned a 4-star rating, exceeds expectations on the 2023-24 DPI report cards. Set up a visit at Milwaukee College Prep today. Go to MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com. Joining me on the lines is advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Hey, I got a couple things I want to ask you, but I'll start out with this one. Nationally, Democratic Party favorability hits a record low in 2 polls. This is CNN, which is usually a liberal publication, and NBC News. They scored very low, the lowest that they've seen since 1992.
Good. Ray Charles really wasn't blind. You know, he could feel the risk and let you know if you was his type or not. The reality is the Democrats have failed miserably. Again, they have represented one thing and turned around and did something else. It's the domestic abuse relationship, telling you what they're going to do and then turn around and do the total opposite. Love is about the action, not just them saying they love you. The Democrats have always acted like they represented the benefit of the people, and only people that was benefiting were the individuals that the Democrats stood for, which was, especially this past election, they made the rich richer. They gave all the money to celebrities who already had money, okay? They never represented, regular folk. And I just think, people ready for a change, voting 60 years democratically and we have nothing to show for it. The bottom line is they represented everybody but us. They had to do a study for reparations for black folks, but they stood in line. And right now, doubling down on not helping ICE get the illegals up out of here. Okay, when we're talking about, again, homeless veterans that are citizens, those of us that work every day for the tax dollars, they showed us how much they cared because we were getting put out of shelters for the illegals to be housed. We were being forced to keep a minimum wage job. We had to get, violated with the experimental shots, or we couldn't work to make money to take care of our families, but they opened up the borders and allowed all these illegals that ain't been tested, wasn't forced to take a shot. Again, we seen clearly who they were.
Wow.
And it's just the chickens have come home to roost. So I would say, bye-bye to the bad guy, and that would be the Democrats. Again, they were the wolf in sheep clothing. Misled us to believe one thing and then led us to slaughter at the same time, especially when they stood up, when a Republican had to bring to the table what it was that they was supposed to be doing these studies to get, those of us who are descendants of slaves repair. They tore it up. So they wasted all of this money. Even when it comes to the Department of Education. They saying it was $220 billion that went into that, and only 25% went to educating the kids. So where the rest of the money go? You know what I'm saying? To consultants, like we said about the city of Milwaukee. They friends create LLCs, which is a consultant, and they take that money, give it to a consultant of a consultant for another consultant, and our kids is, again, don't have anything that's legible. There's nothing left. The food is trash. The education is trash. And then we play the blame game, and then they come out and ask us to vote the same way next year. So, good riddance.
Also, there is a situation, speaking of kids and schools, right here in the city of Milwaukee where 250 students were checked for lead poisoning. What's going on with that?
The same thing that was going on in 2018. They knew it was a massive lead poisoning. They knew it wasn't just at the houses. They knew it's in the schools. If the pipes in the houses is the same, you know that the schools, when they was built, and again, we're just, as taxpayers, paying more for them to violate our children. When we talk about the lead poisoning, like we said, wasn't nobody charged by the health department when they failed back in 2018. When it was spoke about in 2022, the mass poisoning of all of these children, and it's where are they now? Because we understand one thing for sure and two for certain, that any child that has been lead poisoned, and I am a survivor, a victim of it, it can never be undone, okay? And moving forward, there was no repercussions for them knowing massively how many children were violated and the side effects that come along with that. And here we are. I can guarantee you, out of all of those children that were tested back then, where are they now? Probably in some type of penal system. Because we have to make sure we understand the setup from the school to prison pipeline and how Wisconsin massively incarcerates. You understand what I'm saying? Especially our children, who were majority of the ones who are being massively lead poisoned due to the MPS, drinking out of the pipe type issues that we have, and we're majority renters.
Well, you can see the difference between when it happens to one side of town, how they come together, how they reply, how they discuss it, how they want to get a remedy to it. But then you see where in our neighborhoods on the north side, and particularly in the schools that are on the north side, NPS 53206, you don't see that same gathering together. And they already, from the couple weeks, they've already organized where they are testing the children to see if they're affected. 250 so far. But what I'm saying is, I didn't see the same outcry when it happened right here in the city of Milwaukee in the 53206, when we had to go to North Division and the kids had to walk out of the schools because they wanted to drink safe water.
I mean, I would say that it was the same thing. The concern was there, but people in Milwaukee, majority of us, even the adults, of the children that are adults right now who were children back then, hell, we still got lead poison. Nobody did nothing about that. So now the up in arms about the mass lead poison, it didn't just happen overnight. Again, it went viral in 2018, and nobody went to jail. Nobody did anything. Parents up in arms at the school board about the education, and still nothing has been done. So again, when we sit and we watch what's happening on other sides of town with certain other schools, because again, they got the complexion for the connection that's going to get the result. We're talking about everything in the city of Milwaukee that got the color, the majority of black folks don't get no return on it, okay? From the elders that's living in rat infestation and bed bug infestation. It's not like we haven't been crying. It's not like we haven't been talking, but ain't nobody doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So, again, I say, it's a period of time where we have to not only group up and just talk, we got to be about that action when it comes to locally voting. We got to move people around, and if we really serious, I wouldn't give a damn who you are. If you're truly serious about our children and your future, because we're the next elders, it's time to move people around and put people in there that's going to really go to work. I think the song and the dance, look the part but don't be the part days is over with. We move individuals who not about that action. And the majority of also misleadership, I call them, that's in the city of Milwaukee, are the individuals that have done no work, but have been getting paid.
Hey.
So,
well, look, when we come back, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today, and I want to ask you the question of the day. I didn't get a chance to ask you the question of the day. When we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is Sherwin Hughes from The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. And Truth Nation, you can now watch my show live on YouTube every day from 9 a.m. until noon. Yep, you can get 3 full hours of watching Sherwin doing his thing streaming live on YouTube Monday through Friday. You'll get the same insightful conversations about policy, politics, and lifestyle while also seeing my reaction to the unpredictability of our listeners. So go to YouTube right now and subscribe to 1017 The Truth and see this wonderful smile live every day.
President Trump and Elon Musk are forcing radical changes in Washington, from stopping payments for health care and threatening to restrict abortion rights to accessing Americans' private information. With Washington out of control, who we elect to the Wisconsin Supreme Court could be the last line of defense of our rights. The ACLU Voter Education Fund does not endorse or oppose candidates, but wants you to cast an informed vote in the Wisconsin Supreme Court election. So where do the candidates land on issues like abortion? Brad Schimmel stated he supports banning abortion. Susan Crawford successfully protected abortion rights while representing Planned Parenthood in Wisconsin. We need a Wisconsin Supreme Court that can be a check and balance to protect us when our rights are threatened at the federal level. On April 1st, Wisconsin voters will make a critical decision about the future of abortion in our state. To learn more about the Wisconsin Supreme Court candidates, visit aclu.org/WI2025. Paid for by ACLU Voter Education Fund, 212-549-2500. Not authorized by any candidate or candidate's agent or committee.
ACLU Voter Education Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Truck crash? Call Gruber offices. One call, that's all.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, the Gruber Law Office's The Analysis Live is back, and it takes place on Saturday, March 29th at the Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Join Thanasis Antetokounmpo for a live show that is going to entertain fans like none other, with special guest Brandon Jennings and so many more surprise guests who will be joining Thanasis Live. Get your tickets now for Thanasis Live on March 29th at Potawatomi Casino Hotel by visiting ESPN Milwaukee on Twitter for event and ticket info. Excitement and entertainment you cannot get away with. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this. Oh, excitement and entertainment you can't get anywhere else. Hey, look, I'm going to see Thanasis at the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. I heard it's gonna be star-studded. DJ Brother Z. All right, Elizabeth Brown, I got the question of the day for you.
Okay.
Is it acceptable for a woman to pay for the first date?
Acceptable from what side? No.
Just accept. Is it acceptable?
I mean, can she?
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there.
First date, yeah. You know, but I had a father, so I'm not paying for the first date. Not at all. So no, it's a no for me. You know, I'm the type of woman that if you come in and if I'm leading, like even if I attempted to pay, even though I wouldn't, but and he don't step in, like, hold on, quit playing with me, you know. Yeah, there won't be a second date.
Mm-hmm.
So there have to be a level of you being a leader and you showing your leadership. And to me, like I said, I had a father, so if you get in the driver's seat, you ain't got to worry about me ever, you know, getting in your lane.
Trying to take the wheel.
Make that, absolutely. And that's at the beginning. So you have to start it how you want it to continue.
Oh, wow. That sounds fair enough to me. Hey, look, I appreciate you for being on these front lines, and as usual, we got a lot of work to do, Elizabeth Brown.
Hey, you already know. Let's get it, King.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Quinn. All right, Tory, Lowe from Waterfall. Green don't always mean go. Let's get it.
All right, Truth Nation, keep your head on the swivel. Look both ways before you cross the streets. And green don't always mean go. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
That's how that shit tell me, man. That's how my daddy raised me. That glittering may not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you never have to pay me. Don't and put your hands up. In times it's how you stand up. LUP the man, cause a brand that the fans trust. So even if they